Welcome here to the King Devil Show here. This is our brother, our own brother, thinking on that Tuesday, the gospel song. I think he's getting extra time to do it. And here tonight, we are here for the next 2 hours with the right side. Please share the show. We got Wednesday Wright and his family members will be joining us tonight. Wednesday Wright. We got the General T-Gay, Achi Wright on the back, in the back there. We're gonna be bringing them out here pretty soon. And other Wright family will be joining us also. The former president of the Grand Grade Association, the Honorable Wednesday Wright, and his family members, the siblings, will be our special guests tonight. So watch out, share the show. How do you pause Zulu say, oh, Jesus Christ, thank you. Oh. That P-Gay right there. He's going to come out here and tell us what he's saying in the song. And our own friend and our own brother P-Gay and Grand Grade County. Oh yeah, I say. So we're going to be playing this music through all the podcasts here, ladies and gentlemen, and through this interview here with the Wright family. As we go along, we're going to be playing it. But now we're going to cut it up and go into bringing on our guests. They are in the back. So share the show. Mercy Gatto, you need to come here and join your big brother to do one of these shows here today. I mean, one of these days here. But you're one of the gospel songs and gospel thing will be played here, and you are one of those spiritual ladies in our community, and Jesus Christ call you, so we thank God that Jesus Christ called Mercy Gallo. So ladies and gentlemen, please share the show here. If you're watching us, invite other people to join us tonight. We got P-Gay, we got Renzi Wright, we got Achi, General Weir. They will introduce themselves here tonight. But tonight is going to be firing for the next 2 hours. This is all about Grand Jeter County and the Jeter boys from the mountain top. We are strong and we'll continue to be strong, folks. I'm trying to get GD Tori here also to join me one of these days to come back home. Yeah, this is GD's home. And I'm trying to get her back here to come home. So first of all, I get my man P-Gay all the way in the studio over there. This guy is a professional gospel singer. He goes around and sings his music and send it. It's on YouTube, so you can follow him on YouTube also. We got our senior man here, the former president. P-Gay, I got to bring you down and bring the senior man up. You know, until you can be president, P-Gay, then we'll bring you up. So, yes, these are the right brother. My man is a red brother, you get job, we are behind you. Anyway, Christopher, the man like General Weir. General Weir, you're welcome to the show. Honorable Wright, Rancy Wright, former president of this organization, this great organization. They one of the powerful organizations in the United States, the Liberian organization in the United States. You are welcome, Mr. P. Gay, Mr. Archie Wright, Mr. Weir. You guys are welcome. Welcome to
Thank
the
you.
Double Show.
Thank you
Thank
for
you.
having us. Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you
you.
for
Thank
having
you.
Thank
me.
you.
Yes, so I'll give you a time to do the introduction.
Okay.
Protocol sets out that you do the introduction, but we know you guys. But for those of our audience who are watching who don't know you, so they can get to know you. So I give you a time to do the introduction. I will start for Renzi, right? I go to P Gay, I go to Weir, and then Achi. Right. I
Thank
almost said Achi. I almost said Achi Pompo. Achi. You know that guy who go find himself.
Yeah, the guy who laid himself up.
Yeah. Achi will be the
No,
last.
but priest, I have a friend here in the VA area. She always calls me that.
Oh,
Oh, thank you, Prince. Thanks for having us tonight. Uh, I'm here. My name is Rancy Wright. I think is my name is known in our community. I was once a leader for this community, and I hold this community to my heart so dearly. I'm here tonight, not in the capacity as former president, but I'm in the capacity as a brother to our current president, Madam Edith Poor. And I'm here tonight to bring people to understand who this lady really is, who she really is. And that's why we're here as a family. My family is here to speak on behalf of our sister, to give people a clear picture of who she really is and her capabilities and the skill set that she has. So again, thank you for us being here to speak to our people and community. We're hoping that come May, Kentucky, we want everybody to be there to be able to make the right decision in electing our sister. So we're here tonight to be character wisdom for our sister and to let you guys know how strong we are as a unit and how strong we are behind our sister in support of her candidacy as the current president and future president of Grenada Association.
okay. Thank you, Mr. Wright. Let's go now to Mr. Gay, P. Gay.
Well, Mr. Double, thank you so much for having me on your show once again. Um, to our listeners and audience, my name is PG. That's the most popular name you know, my stage name, but I go by the name of Madison Greer, and I am presently residing in the Queen City of Charlotte, North Carolina. Edith, Edith, the Onion Lady herself, Tanya is my big sister, and I mean, I'm here tonight, and I'm here tonight to serve also as a witness, and also to testify and to let you know that um you have a critical decision to make, and we are here to tell you that this sister of ours, this lady, she's not just an ordinary individual that we that um that you we just put out there, but she's very special and dear to us because what she have done in the family, in the community, and so we are here tonight to testify. For me, I decided to retire from graduate politics because people always say you're a musician, but I'm here to say the fight tonight. So I will say what I know, and please just bear with me. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. General Weir. You. Let me mute you. Let me unmute you. Okay, go ahead.
Good evening, fellows, family, studio guests, and thank you, Mr. Double, for welcoming on your show. My name, though, in Providence is Ocean State General, but my in-law then know me as Christopher G. Weir. Coming on the line here today, I'm coming here as an in-law to the Red family because my wife is called the Wright. She's the older sister. And it is like a in-law to me. I'm here to come on the line to dispute the allegation level against her last night by Michael Gaiman. I watched the show and I could not end the show because I felt disappointed in Michael Gaiman. I know him as well. He's part of my political party. I know what he stands for. So I'm here to dispute every allegation he put against her. I know it is a woman of integrity. She believes in the rule of law. She's not like us, like you, the lady where you just bring on show and and disgrace her and try to look down upon her. She got people behind her. That's why we are here to put everything into place. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. William. Let's now go to Achi Wright.
Thank you, Doba. It's good to be on your show. I think I've been here one or two times. I'm here tonight in a very special capacity.
Sorry. Go ahead.
I mean, we want to deduct your payment, or you can put that kind of noise by me again.
No, that somebody, yeah, that Mr. Wright, the senior Wright, he the one guy that knows behind here. I gotta mute him.
Okay. Well, yeah. So, like Rancid said, and everyone said, I'm here as part of the character witnesses, to make you discover who the real Edith is. You may have seen her in the community. You may have seen her at your house and other functions. But when you hear from us tonight, you will get to know who the real Edith is, or who your president really, really is. Um, as far as the community and the organization go, I once served as the vice chairman here, or the vice president, if you like, for the DMV chapter under what the guy name? But anyway, so I just want to say I'm not new to the community. I've been here, so it's good to be back and interacting with the public again, as far as geopolitics is concerned. So we look forward to having a wonderful conversation tonight and engaging with your audience.
Thank you very much. Let me now unmute Mr. Wright here. I think Mr. Wright is trying to get home so he can, when he get home, the noise will go down. But if he ready to talk, then he's gonna mute himself. He muted himself on the. So, ladies and gentlemen, those of you watching us, this is the Wright family with me, and they're gonna tell us tonight why they're here. So you heard from them. They introduced themselves. So you're gonna hear from them why they are here tonight and what if they're gonna indulge. I mean, from the introduction, we know how they're going, and they are not certified with what happened last night on one of these shows. So, ladies and gentlemen, again, welcome here to the Double Show, and thanks for tuning in on time. I appreciate you guys came on time. At 8 o'clock, you guys were in the back. Renzi were in the back and trying to get everybody, but I thank you guys for coming on here. So, I mean, you said, Mr. Achi was saying he's going to tell us who Edith is. Can you guys, is this anybody can tell us about Edith? I've been knowing her vice president and PA and now president. That's how I know. Can you tell my audience who Edith really is?
Can I come in first? Who want to come in?
Anybody can come in. Just say your name so they can know who.
I would just start off. First of all, I'm the oldest male among the siblings. Edith is our older sister, and we all grew up together under one roof.
So Edith older than you?
Yes, Edith is our next to Edith.
So you're beginning.
Oh man, we're not talking about Asia. It's happening to you. Yeah, so I'm the oldest male among our siblings. Edith is my older sister, who I very dearly love and respect.
I think he's driving, so I mean, internet kind of fluctuate, goes up and come back.
She carry herself.
Saying you're driving, I think your internet going off and on. So somebody can just tell the people who Edith is. Anybody, any other three guys.
Okay, yeah, all right. Actually, you can step in, and then once I pull up, I can come in. Okay, I'm almost home.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think General wanted to come in, right? General, you want to come in?
No, actually, go ahead.
All right, good. Okay, good. I just want to make sure we're all in this. So yeah, look. Yeah, here's the thing. Edith is also my oldest sister. I am one of the youngest in the family. Prince, I'm older than you, so don't ask me about my age. But I'm one of the youngest in the family, and you know what that means. We grew up together in the same household. Um, but here's what I want to tell people: what you see of Edith right now is what we have grew up to know. We live this, and we continue to live this. And so when we see people talk about Edith, the affection and the character that she is, her passion, and the peace, and the quality that she brings to what she does. It is not. Brings that. Where we getting that noise from, man?
1 minute. I gotta mute some of you guys. Go ahead. Jermaine, if you're not speaking, just mute yourself. Then you already speak,
I
then
think
you
let's.
mute yourself.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So it is good to see people experiencing what we have experienced ever since from our days of young. So let me say this: we we were brought up together as a very close knit family. When I mean very close knit family, we all live under the same roof. All right, from our oldest sister, the generous wife, Sis Esther, we call her Sis. From to Edith, everybody lived under the same roof. I'm telling you today. Basically, saw everybody growing up together the same way, right? And so we grew up in a way where we established that closeness, and we experienced who Edith is today from a mother point of view. She did not only relate to us as the oldest sister in the family. She related to everyone as if to say she was taking the role of the mothers in this house. Let me give you one. Even up to the time we came to America, I give you one example. I remember. Do you know if you're old enough to remember this? Did anyone of you guys remember the dance called "Jump Back, Set Me Free"?
A man say I wouldn't you then don't go jump back.
Okay, you older than me. Answer that. Do you know what a jump back is?
I mean, you want me to sing a song?
Okay, good. So what I'm saying, I'm trying to give you a picture, right? So you know what coming up back in the day in the 80s? Jump Back, Set Me Free are one of the hottest songs, right? And everybody wanted to learn how to dance the thing. And guess who we learned? I learned how to dance it from. It was Edith. She came from on campus that I think it was that very beautiful evening. And she came out, when she come in there, everybody plays so light up. She came, oh, my picking air, come, make sure to do this. So good. She started checking and checking. I said, shit, I can do this thing. But from there, I learned that. But it was her way of bringing us up to the current events and
Yeah.
keeping us in a way where we can be able to connect with one another in a special way. Fast forward to America. Prince, when we came to this country, it did not take long. It did not take long. You probably know this story, and most people in the community probably know this story. I remember the very first night we landed. When we landed, Edith was to the door. She went for us with the old man, well, dad, and brought us home. And she received us just as she did when we were small. She brought clothes, the food, and she said, "My beginner, I got y'all. Y'all don't worry about this." The next day, Edith came and collected every one of us and took us to Northeast where she was living. And when we got there, she said, "The place is for y'all. You guys are welcome anytime." And what I can tell you, Prince, ever since then, she opened her house up to us. We basically lived there, even though we all living with our dad. But she opened up so much to us that you could say, but I've been seeing you so much, right? So for a very long time, especially for a guy like me. And because she originally living together, I was living in Ghana at the time. But it took me so long that I didn't see either. But when we met, it's something that we never parted at all because we immediately connected again. And the way she embraced everybody, it is just as she's doing to the rest of the community here. And so to see people experiencing what she has been doing for us ever since, it's almost like a refreshing episode to me. To people there, it kind of strains them, but it's so compassionate. But this is the kind of compassion that we have been experiencing from her ever since we were born. And to see this happening to the community, and what she's bringing on board to the community, it's just something that pleases me and pleases the family, because we think people should know this, because that's who she is. She's very passionate and very caring with what she does. Um, Another story I gave you, Prince, and I think people will come to understand, what the character is. So when we got here newly, our cousin, fortunately, may his soul rest in peace. Willie Nemo Jr. I think you probably know him, Prince. Um, he had passed away in Minnesota. Now, imagine we have just got here. It was, I think, in 2000 or early 2001. So we had just got into the storm. And when our cousin passed, we didn't know what to do. But we wanted to be at the wake and funeral. So Edith said, you know what, guys? Let me try to find out how we can do this. At this time, I think it was the heaviest period of the winter snow period, the weather. And imagine trying to travel all the way down to Minnesota, which is about 14 hours plus drive. So when we got to Edith, we all were paying. She said, Edith, guys, I think I have my car in the shop. You're not gonna visit it. You're not gonna let me ask the mechanic to see if we can go. Prince, when we got there, the mechanic told us, I will give you my honest advice. I do not advise that you take the car to Minnesota. So when we took the car, we got out. Edith said, guys, you know what I mean? We're gonna go. We need to be in Minnesota. Everybody get in the car. Yeah, let's go. We had just gotten here. We didn't know how to get around. We didn't know what to do. But Edith wanted to make sure that we were at our cousin's funeral, to make sure that we represented as a family. And we took that trip, Prince. And as God would have it, we bothered that car in the snowy weather. In Indiana, I remember Indiana, one of the highlight of the trip. We had to change the tire to drive on what they call the donut. You know the donut tire, the spare tire? We had to drive on the donut tire for Indiana all the way into Minnesota to be there. So what I'm trying to say here is, this is the person that we have gotten to know. And this is the person now that the community is getting to know as well. She will go above and beyond what is needed of her to be there for a family, and now we've seen it happening in the community. That's who Edith is. And so when we hear people talking about who Edith is, you don't know Edith. You never know Edith. You have not lived with Edith. All you're seeing is the story that you heard about Edith. And so when people talk about Edith, we will hope that tonight, when we finish with it, they will walk away knowing that Edith is not the person that some of the naysayers are talking about. Okay. She is this person with a caring heart, a person who will go above and beyond to be there for a family, but most important for our community.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I'd like to welcome my sister here, my former colleague, that lady and my sister started the boiler room, but the heat was too much. They're plenty talking. But we started the boiler room back in, I think, 2016. I says you want to be one of the contributors in the boiler room. So Vivian Wright, welcome. Right, yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Double.
So I see here Edith got tiny in the middle. What's the meaning of the tiny? Can anybody tell me what the T stands for in Edith? And what's the meaning of that tiny when they say tiny in crime? What it means?
That tiny means strong.
Yeah, anybody can tell me, right? Rancy Wright, Achi. Anybody can tell me what that
China means a strong person.
A strong person.
Feedback.
Our little understanding of the Quran dialect. Yeah, it means a strong person. A tough and strong person. Woman. Yeah, that's what.
Gladiator.
You know what I mean?
Strong will.
Woman.
Yeah,
a strong woman. Yeah.
Yeah. Strong woman.
Strong woman. Okay. All right. So ladies and gentlemen, Edith we're talking about is the current president of the Grand United Association. She's Edith T. Paul, Taina Paul, and I asked my sister-in-law name is Taina. But when I asked her what is Taina for, she get. She can tell me what the Taina's name was. So
it means warrior. It means warrior. Warrior.
Yeah. Thanks for telling me that. for the meaning of tying on tonight. So either been in this politics, in the Gita politics for a very long time. I can I met Edith in the in Grand Gita politics, and then finally she got in there as vice president of the Grand Gita Association under Mr. Collins. She was vice president for I think for 4 years. Then she left, waited a little bit, and she came on. So all of you guys supported Edith during the 2023 election.
Yes.
Yes, we did. Yes, we did.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and then how
I
far,
am.
Mr. Wright, Madam Vivian, Mr. How for the past 2 years, how you think your sister been carrying on the affairs of the Grand United Association? She been doing good, or she need to improve, or she been messing up? How your sister been staying the affairs of the organization?
I think she been doing great.
Is it
Yeah.
Fan- is it the Fanti
Yeah.
woman only writing?
No, I mean that's
Well,
not because she's my sister,
l- let let
but
let, let me
as,
let me let
not
Vivian,
because she's my sister.
let me come in a little bit,
But I
Vivian.
left you left Vivian speak. You're 3, 4 men here. You're getting one thing.
That's the
No, what I'm
reason
about
why.
to say, friends, if I say
Yeah.
she's doing great, not because she's my sister. I'm
Okay.
not surprised of what she's doing. I know her very well, who she is, and what she capable of doing.
Okay.
So you have to experience somebody from in-house. Whatever that comes from in-house, it comes to the public. So she's not a stranger. Everything you see her doing today, that's exactly who she is. It's a woman who will go above and beyond for anybody. It's sad that today in the community, people just kind of like don't want to give her a chance to know her. And many people are just judging her based on what people other people told them about her. And which is very bad and very sad in this time that we are living.
But
So I know my
it
mhm,
like because I've been around for long. From
mhm.
who when I got here was William Yanu, who was there president. Then he came to David Bottle. Then went to William Glade. Then went to Michael Collins. Then Fred Guyan, Menye, Jubote, now Edith. So I've been around for a lot of presidents. Edith been personally attacked. People been personally attacking Edith. She stayed there, and these people who attack Edith, she goes to these people and sit down with the people and mingle with the people, and sometimes eat with these people. Is it how Edith used to be when y'all were growing up as siblings?
That's either right there. I mean, she's a woman of high tolerance. I must say, like, many times I would be like, say, but what kind of person she is? Many times I would question, like, in my house, say, but what kind of person she is? As I say that, do you get angry? Yeah, she's a human being, she can get angry,
Hmm.
but it's just that it's hard to get her to that place. And the thing about it, Prince, if God have a calling on your life, this is something that she loves to do that she has been called to do on earth. It's her calling. And if the Lord ordained you to be that person, He gives you all the tools that comes with that. And I think that whatever she's doing today is a calling. Many times we as family, some of us sit down, we just question what is it? What in the thing for her? Because you can feel the hate, the bitterness. I mean, so much just coming at her. And even though people are seeing the what she's doing, everything that she's doing is visible. You and myself live in this community for the past, I don't know how many years, Grand Jita Association that you know. Every now and then, people on Facebook insulting each other. Most of our conflicts were right on Facebook. But some people got into power, they brought us behind closed doors for us to have our differences, then come in the public as one body. I mean, they have brought so much in the community, but I don't know why hate will not allow some of us to even see the greater good in somebody or what the person is doing. So either go above and beyond for anybody as long as you need that help and she's around, she will offer it to you. I mean, I'm not faking it, not because she's my sister, but we are blessed to have her as a family. So that's why sometimes some of us get frustrated because when people are portraying her to be that kind of a person, it hurts, it's frustrating, and sometimes I mean, some or just sit down and just say, Father God, just take the wheel, just take control. It's not easy. I don't know what we want to get as Grenadians. I don't know many of us say, okay, we want progress, but somebody is coming, somebody God has given us somebody through her leadership, we can see at least something being done, and then still we say no, we don't want it. We want something else. I don't really know what Grenadians want. I don't really know. And how many of us in the community have the community at heart? There are some people who are in this community, they just want it for themselves. And you got to know people. I have been in the community since 2011. I've been in the Grand Judah community, attending every convention until 2020. Until 2020 rather. I'm sorry, until 2020. So I have been here. We know people in the community, people who have caused the community to go down yesterday. The negativity, people who are pushing people to carry on, putting families against family. So at the end of the day, you look at a woman like Ide, then you look at other people around say they want to criticize her. And those very poor yesterday, they were right yesterday doing things there. I don't know. Prince, I just pray that God open the eyes of we the Grenadians to see better and know better, so we can be that the children of Israel. That what will take them like one week in the wilderness, it took them 40 years in the wilderness because of disobedience. Failed to obey God and failed to be patient and listening to God. It took them 40 years. And I pray that we the Grenadians don't end up that way. Because that's what can happen. If God gave you something good, if you don't want to appreciate, then it will be the hard way for you. It's about time we open our eyes. The election is very important. As you can see, Oteva Gamer is in the race, but Oteva Gamer is not going to be a president tomorrow. The president is behind Oteva Gamer. And we all know who will be the president tomorrow. Okay. It's simple, it's very clear.
So, Madam Wright, Miss Wright,
and
Mr. Wright, and other people, we when I've been around, as I said, you know that, everybody know that, and then we saw the previous administration. We all watched the previous administration where our funds were put in cash out where we didn't, we didn't know what were going in, what were coming in, going out and in. Now that we see that there's a system set in place for this, and people are saying that she's not doing enough for reconciling the community. I don't know how can you, any of you can speak to the reconciliation of our
community. Let me Prince. Let her give PG the opportunity to come in and chime in.
Mr. Double.
PG, go ahead.
So PG,
Mr. Double.
Yeah.
Mr. Double and everybody listening. You see, one thing I love about Ile is that you don't follow the wind and she don't go down low. She knows her standard. She knows she was born to lead. And I'm saying that because myself, I am a leader. And I know when I have conversation with Edith, I know how she advised me. I know what she said to me. Sometimes I want to take things out of context, and address it. And she'll be that little brother. No, as a leader, you always got to be patient. People will always go on your skin, but always listen to the people and be very slow to speak. And I'll be like, Edith, how will you be slow to speak in this world we live in now, where the good has become bad and the bad is being merited and celebrated?
Mm-hmm.
That's the kind of world we live in now. I'm telling you the definite truth. Now it's the time that we address things. If there's something that's in the fire, you want to pick it up from there, you got to put your hand in the fire and get it out from there. Because if you think that you're going to get it solved now in this dispensation, it's not going to happen. And look at man Michael Gamer who came on last night and started to
We'll get to that. We're going to get to that. I listened to the interview with Mr. Freeman.
I don't want to hold my peace by board. Please. Let me learn, please.
Mr. PJ, listen. I crabbed some, and I cannot play that on my show.
It's pathetic, for real. It's pathetic.
I don't want to play that. My show will not. My audience and my own self, him as a human being.
Who is Michael Gamer? Who is Michael Gamer?
I won't play that. So let us just, we're gonna get to that. I will ask you guys.
So say you don't want to address that, but let me end my statement.
I will get to that, but I will not play the video. I know all of you guys saw the video last night, so we'll speak to the issue.
Okay. So I will leave that. I will leave that. But fellow Grenadians, let me tell you what's going on right now. If we are not very careful, Grand Jide Association is going to go down the drain again. All right? And Renson Wright not going to come again to resuscitate. No. No, it's not going to happen. If we sit down and Grand Jide Association go down the drain again, it's going to take a long time. Even if it's doing well. Where have all those guys been? Where have they been? With all the knowledge and all the ideas, with all the accolades and all everything that they have. Where have they been when Grand Jide Association was going down and people were putting mouth on crowd? People would say that we just here on Flow Show. BB hater that lapa nothing until Ide came and make a difference. See, now we talk about accountability, you talk about transparency, you talk about calling meetings and everything that before she go into a general meeting, Ide have meeting upon meetings and listen to everybody before she speaks. Who can you have right now to be a leader, yo? I mean, just tell me. Sometimes someone want to say the truth. They say, "Oh, man, you're a gospel musician." That's what I said. Yeah, before I became a gospel musician, yeah. Before I became a gospel musician, I was born in the Grand Jide County. Therefore, I owe first to Grand Jide County to speak the truth. All right. The Bible says, "He that knoweth good." The Bible says, "He that knoweth good and does it not, to him is a sin." You will not make me to sing. I will say the truth to you, whether you like it or not. That's me. Play my music. You don't play my music. God still inhabit my praise. That's what matters. Thank you.
No, we'll play your music. I play your music on the show. Play again in the middle, and I'll play at the end. So I'll play. This is the Print Double Show. We don't hold back. You guys, most of you guys know how the show was established from the ballroom. Was suppressed, so we had to establish our own selves, put ourselves together to come to the people, to our own people. And right now, the station can even boast that we got a radio station in Grand Jide called the Voice of Jide. So it's no joke. We got a radio station. When we read it, right now, the thing that is being said here will relay in Grand Jide County. People will hear your voices over there in your own county. That's the power of the God, our God, what our brother PJ just spoke about. He gave us the ingenuity, the mindset, and the knowledge to do these things. So we thank everybody who supported us and those of you who watched us. But I mean, we have to respect our leaders. I will talk to my colleague. We have to respect our leaders. Whether we like they or not, once they are elected, they are our leaders. We can criticize them, we can hold their feet to the fire, but the respect must be, shown by us towards them. So we're gonna respect Mr. Gilmore. You want to be the leader of our community, to even stand up, a young man to just stand up and say you want to be to lead his people. I applaud the young man. But if people, if followers, everybody from the both sides, we are, slow down and let the process play on. But when we see people start to come up and attack any of these people who want to be our leader, even our leader will get angry. So, Mr. Wright, let me unmute Mr. Wright. Let me unmute him. You're here tonight with your brothers, your sister. You are the oldest here. What can you tell the people of Grand Jide County? Why they should re-elect your sister? Why? What have she done? What are her record since she's been in this leadership from 2023? 2023, 2024. Now we are in 2025. A month or two from now, we'll be coming here in Louisville, Kentucky. What can you, as a senior brother for this group, tell the people? Why should we elect Edith White? Why should we give her 2 years?
Thank you, Prince. Thank you again. There are so many reasons for her to be given the second chance to finish up her 2 terms. She been in leadership for a while, and when she was a vice president, she played her role as a vice president, as a chief advisor to the president. And then when she took the leadership, she had been doing a lot. And like my little sister said earlier, everything that Edith does, we see it in the public. Edith has been very transparent in what she does. As we speak right now, there's a 44 container going to Liberia. I believe she have said this to everybody in the interest of the community and the county. Edith is a leader who, like my brother PG said, very patient. And because of her love for the county, she before she make any decision, she have to think about it over and over and over again. I'll give you one example. When before I came into leadership, when I was a secretary general and came as and decided to come as the vice president, the interim president, she and I have a lengthy talk. And she like, my little brother, in this life, it's not about you. Special callings are not, they don't just come upon you. God send a calling on you and you can't deny it. And as your older sister, I will be here with you throughout the process. I'll be your guidance throughout the process. And she did. I can remember one time after the convention, I was trying to work on the financial report. And one thing Edith said, Ramsey, you cannot delay the people financial report. It has to be done within 30 days after the convention, because I don't want anybody calling and asking why the financial report is being delayed. That's how Edith, that's how transparent she is, that's how tough she is, because she knows that in leadership, if you are transparent and you do exactly what is expected of you, people will give you the opportunity over and over again. And she has shown that over the years. And that's exactly what I want people to take away from her. She, one person, when she says she's going to do this, she does it. And her fourth term, I mean, people have seen the unification she has brought to the community. I'll give you one instance when she went in the race with Jean Ubote and everybody else when she lost. In the history of this community, she was the very person who lost and came back and gave her campaign surplus to the new leadership.
Yeah, I was in the hall that night when she gave $1,000 to the Honorable James Ubote after they announced James Ubote as winner that night.
Have we ever seen that? Have we ever seen that in our community? People lose election, they get angry, they walk away, they excommunicate themselves from the community because they upset, they are feeling hurt. Edith never did that. Edith never did that. That's a true leader. How can you trade that person
Vivian,
for someone else?
Let me go to Sister Vivian.
Yeah.
Right now, our finances, the way our finances, the GGA finances, cash out, all that stuff. Vivian, how do you look at it right now? You think it's in the proper way, in the right way? You're muted. I mean, is it? Okay, no, sorry, I'm muted. Quiet.
It's not. Go ahead. Yeah.
Money. You know the Nigeria Association money. And money been bought the division more. How do you look at it now? 2 years, Edith. How she managing them? How you look at it?
I mean, they are doing great. Edith and her entire team, they are doing great. During the inauguration, when they were sending tickets to me, I think I kind of felt like pledge money. I was trying to pay the money.
Were you at the inaugural program?
Yeah, I was there, yeah.
Oh, but then my camera didn't take you.
I was there, yeah. I was just quiet during that time. That's all. I was there. So, I was trying to pay the money. Then I was like, the vice president called me. He said cash. I mean, it was very convenient. I was like, oh wow, this is cool. You ain't got to go to the bank, fill in or deposit slip and order one. Very, very convenient. So it just make it easy for everybody. You put it in, you say GGAA. Nobody need coming, out of it. GGAA. I think it's very, very convenient. It's great. It's a good thing. Prince, I want to say something, please.
Go ahead. The show that your show. Anybody want to speak?
All right, what I want to say, right?
Anybody want to speak? Or Achi, 1 minute. Achi, General, PG, Wright, Renzi, Wright, the right, we call Renzi, right, the right.
I want to laugh.
Vivian, Anybody want to speak? Yes. Call my name. And the show 2 hours. We're here. You're going 30
Okay.
minutes.
What I want to say, of my sister, I remember 2019 convention here in Minnesota. You know everything that went on here. The convention, everything was fine until like 2 weeks. I think a week to the convention, people started carrying all kinds of rumors around, and Mr. Yibote not win the elections. It was either I'm going to win because either got too many supporters on ground. So it went around, and it came a time, and a couple of days to the convention, a couple of women are supposed to cook. Go had a meeting. We all were in committees, and we had a meeting. Some of us we fell in the cooking committee. I mean, the cooking group started money. So the chair lady called me. She said we had a problem. And this group are supposed to cook for Sunday. Everyone else said they ain't cooking. Some of the supporters of Mr. Yibote, most of them said they're not cooking, leaving us in the middle. And the chair lady, she was like, Vivian, I need your help. I need you to very, very help me to reach out to some great students, the crime women, so they can help us. So I said, okay. So I started reaching out to people, and we started filling in, and giving the food out to people that have my two in-laws. Then came in, Maria and Alita Pearson's wife. They opened came for the convention. They did not have fun. They were in the kitchen cooking. And I told Bonnie, she was like, Vivian, the last night that the beans that were left, I need to help me. And I had too much on my plate. I thought it was. I said, okay. I said, okay, says Bonnie, I will help you. And I took on the tabagi. Took on the tabagi for Sunday afternoon. And they all went to the bar. We came back in the morning. I was cooking. I started late, and the cooking went all the way into the evening. So just in time while I was done cooking, it was the same time the election results came out. So I was about to kind of put it.
Go ahead.
So I was about to dish out the food. So I had a call. Somebody called me. I think somebody called me and said, what are you doing? So I said, I'm about to bring the poor food to the hall there. The person was like, don't bring the food. I said, what happened? He said, because we lost the elections. He said, don't bring the food. So I said, I got to bring the food. I said, the food too plenty. So I said, okay, let me call Sis Edith. So I called Sis Edith. I said, Edith, what's up? She said, fine. So I said, what am I getting from the hall there? She said, little sister, we didn't make it. So I said, okay, I got the poor food. Yeah, what you say? I want to bring the food. Is it okay to bring the food? She said, oh yeah, she didn't bring the poor food. She said, what are you doing? The food done. I said, yeah, the food finished everything. She said, bring the poor food. Don't hold the poor food back. She said, bring the poor food, let the people eat. Now, to me, right there, that was leadership being displayed. Because when other people, they were Sunday ball, I said, no, she don't have to bring the food. Yeah, actually, the food. The same way, they were able to convince other people, to stay away from the convention, some women, and leaving the convention in the hands of that few hands of the people.
Our headquarters instead of bringing it to the people. Yeah.
I was there and there. I was one of the election commissioners. I was there. I the one was actually, when you hear Edith, James, Menye, I was counting the when we're doing the time, I was announcing counting the ballots. So I was there. After that one, Anthony Gay was the chairman that time. We went outside, he announced Yibote, and then the dance, and the dance came down, everybody quieted down. We saw Edith coming in. She shook the president's hand, and she said she's gonna give the president $1,000 to carry on whatever project or whatever, and she gave the $1,000. So that to me that at that time, because that particular election in Minneapolis was tense. Police came in.
It was very, very Prince. So when I took the food,
I was there. I know what.
Yeah, when I took the food to the hall, and I wasn't a president that thought Joshua helped me to the food for the car. There were many people that were hungry, so they started rushing on the food. They were boy, he was cussing, and he started cussing. So that Joshua was like, he said, the woman that you cussing right now, eat the pot, start get the food. He said, I don't care. And you had the food in your hand, you're going, you're eating. So Vivian said, he said, I don't blame her. Yeah, he said, Vivian, he said, I don't blame her. He said, I blame Vivian. That when he said, so you're like, Vivian, what you got to say? I said, Mr. President, what I got to say? I said, let it make cause. And how he feels, let him go ahead. It does not change a thing. And I just left it. To me, there was no way my sister talked to me and that the sister I know. So long he carry a complaint to her, he carry something to her, whether you like it or not. She will say it exactly the way it's supposed to be. You will not convince her. So if you come into Edith, you better make sure you be honest with her. Because when she finished, she'll go and call the next person and say, let me ask the person that what you just said, I should go ahead and ask the person. She loves to kind of, she's very detail-oriented person. She loves results. So she loves to go, she's somebody who has principles. So when you come listening to her, you make sure you can't boycott her. You come listening to her, you make sure you be willing to defend whatever you say. Don't have behind closed door. You throw stones. That is not either. That is not either. So that the person that she is, many people are not used to her because we are living in the time that people are just fake. They don't like reality. True. I mean, if you are truthful in this time that we are living, we become enemy to society. So I understand people are struggling to kind of like get used to, the kind of person she is, because more people, Ryan, most of we just laughing somebody face, we just laughing professors that, oh, are you doing, wetty, black hair people. They're not honest, and it is an honest person. So I know her personality is very strong. So more people are not used to it.
Yeah, friend, let me give you one.
General
General
before the general comes in, I just wanted to give a little story.
Yeah.
It tells you leaders are born, they are not made. Edith, like everybody said, we all grew up under the same roof. Edith and myself were very tight. I was the man that used to be the point guard. And, I was the one that was between our father and their boyfriends. I the one that was calling their low. So we connected a lot. But one thing that happened in the family, and I want people to know, is when we came to the States, our father got sick. He got ill, and he was in the hospital. In the hospital, he called all of us, and we were there. Things were not going right, and we were all worried. So when the doctors told us that, listen, this thing is getting complicated. We don't know how this is going to end. So we all tearing up. We kind of frustrated. We're about to lose our dad. And we were trying to walk out of the room. And then he called her. He said, come here. Edith was crying. We all walked back in the place. And what he told us was, he said, if anything shall happen to me, I want Edith to make that decision. I want Edith to make every decision of me if I take my last breath. That tells you everything, because our father saw the leadership in this woman. From the time we got in this country, my little brother said, she took us as like a mother. All the girls were living with her. She took them places. She made sure they got their documentations. She made sure they got jobs. She made sure everybody was settled. And based on that, my father, like, this girl, if I'm gone tomorrow, she will really lead her siblings. And because of that, I'm gonna give her the full authority to make decisions for us. We were crying when he made our statement. I can still remember we got in the car, either were crying like really, like tears of rain. That's what will come out of Edith's eyes. We all trying to console, because at that point we're like, okay, our dad really have turned the gavel over to our sister, and I believe he's not going to regret it. And that's the kind of person the Green community has felt and continue to feel right now. That leadership. So it's a blessing for her. And I want the Grenadians to take advantage of this, because when she's no longer on this stage, you're not going to get her again. So while you got her now, it is the best time to give her the opportunity to serve you the best way possible. And I just want to say that to my fellow Grenadians. I yield the floor to General Weir and Archie Wright.
Okay. My name is Christopher Weir, aka General Weir. I came on the show tonight because I know who it is. It was not carrying the red path. I won't come on the show. I'm from the Southeastern. I'm a typical crewman. We don't buy and blow. I started knowing Ide when I got to the family in 2013. You know, she's a mother. She's a father figure. She's strong. She's resilient. She's a leader, and she's not a ruler. Because Ide, I was in Minnesota for that election. When Ide lost that election, I could see the deficit that I was in her, but she never relent. What made Ide to become a leader today is because the heart she got for the community and the heart she got to lead the people. You see, since I came to the country, I've been monitoring the Grandidas People Association program. That's why I told my wife to step back. You know, I was in Ohio. I drove into Ohio. I carried 15 people behind me. This is why sometimes it breaks me down when it comes to the Grandidas Association, because you don't have leader that got the people at heart. You got leader that are corrupt, that cannot get accountability of the money they use. Where you could see old women there with a lapa there, saving the money in the sacks, saving the money there to go attend election to pay the money. Then at the end, they cannot get account of the money. You collecting 250,000 for ball, 150,000. Where are the money? Where are the development you carrying back home? Where are the school? Where are the infrastructure? Where are the power running water you provide for your people back home? But in America, eating the people money, living luxury life, is that what you call leader? The reason people envy Ida today, I will tell you today, is because Ida took the daily bread from them and she laid in the path. She laid the foundation for the next person that will come. Those that are going on show castigating her, they're not doing it because they want to envy her. It's because the path she laid for the next foundation, the next generation that will come. That's why they envy her. But I will tell you today, Ida will not relent. We all will be in Kentucky. I'm driving for you 15 hours. I don't care. We want to see leader. We don't want to see ruler. We want to see people that will put people together. We don't want to see division. The crown people, there are a lot of division among them. A lot of division. And you got people in the background, backbiting. Either had lost election several times. She never stayed home and said, oh, I don't care. She embraced the leader that win the election. Whether she lost or not, she embraced it. These are the kind of people we're looking for in our community. Not people who will lose election and stay back and don't care. I did not come on the show today to praise Ida because she's my in-law. I came to tell the people what she has done, and I have seen it for myself. When Ida is there for you, she's there for you. She don't care what matter, whether rain or sunshine. But this is a message that go to the Grandidas community. Unity, peace, and fostering will make the community go on. But division, it will break Grandidas down. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much. So, gentlemen, let us pivot a little bit.
Prince, before we pivot,
yeah.
before we pivot, you asked a question earlier as to why or how Edith has done in her first year, and I just want to touch on that a little bit. Look, part of the reason why we are here in the diaspora is to be a blessing to our people back home.
Yeah.
I always make this comparison. I said Israel is not as powerful today because of the Israelites in Israel. It is because of the Israelis here in America. They use their influence, they use their resources, their education, their experience to impact development back home in Israel. This is why Israel is among one of the developed countries in the world today. Fast forward to Edith today. Prior to Edith coming on, we saw Yubote did an excellent job of building that statue. We can take that away from him. But what Edith has done, she and her administration, is to impact the area that we find very critical to our very existence. The community college had a nursing program that was shut down. That nursing program is up and running again because the elite and you know what administration has funded that department. You cannot underestimate that. Not only is it an educational facility, but it is
Mr. Wright, actually right. The critic of Edith is saying that that particular program was not on her platform. She just came and abruptly met it, and then she just took on it.
but
What do you say to these people?
But
that is the true meaning of leadership.
but
Let me tell you one. Let me tell you one thing today.
is that a bad thing? Even though it wasn't part of a platform and she took over it
So they say we cannot give her credit for that.
Look, but that is just a lack of appeal developmental understanding.
Yep.
Instead, it was done in Ghana for the whole of Africa as to why Africa is so underdeveloped infrastructure. Why we having the development constraints, the infrastructure constraints. It is because successive administration, when they come in, they don't take off with development projects that were put in place by the prior administration. They come, they ignore what they see, and they start their own project. And what that does is it creates wastage. So you're starting over and you're spending more money to initiate projects that were already been initiated by your predecessor. But you don't want to do it because you don't want another person to get the credit. So we should be thanking Edith and learning from her.
You're alive. People are testing you. Start sleeping on the
Oh my
show.
God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Sorry.
We should we should be
I don't want that.
we should be thanking Edith for doing what is needed to be done. She is not only just saving the ministry of money, but she is continuing with the development project that is badly needed. So to say that because she didn't initiate the project, so she can't get credit for it, that is just a lack of understanding.
Yeah, Mr. Wright, will we see you guys on the campaign trail?
Yes, of course.
We'll see. Okay, all right.
We will be.
I'm always there.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm always there. You know that.
Even you don't leave Minnesota.
Please, Prince, don't do that to me.
Prince, let me give you one instance of Edith's reach. And either unifying spirit and that governance and that people-centered approach, it's not only restricted to her family and the immediate granular society, right, or as a community. There are people here, my friends, here in the Virginia community that have dealt with Edith from back home during the days of young, and that have met Edith here in America, and they revere her because of that approach that she brings to them. Whenever they are with her, they feel at home. They feel like she is like a mother figure, and she welcomes them just as she welcomes all her brothers and other siblings. And that is the kind of spirit that people know Edith to be. And so to hear people who don't know about her, who want to be politicized and who she is, it is an unfortunate event. But of course, hopefully by the time you they will get to know who Edith is. Because if you come down here into Virginia, you will know the Edith that the people are talking about in the Virginia. They just say, well, who are you talking about? Edith? No, that's not Edith would know. Edith would know it's a welcoming person. It doesn't matter who you are. Once you get within Edith's circle, you will feel at home, and you will always want to feel that you want to be in her circle because she makes you laugh, she makes you feel comfortable, and she will be there to assist you whatever you need, even at her own expense.
Okay. We were supposed to pay for it when you brought us back, so we're gonna go on the other side. It's actually going on in our community. The facts, the things that are going on. We also, and we in the chat room, there's a letter from I posted a letter because I reached out to one of the person who was affected by the lawyer's action. There's a letter from the Mr. Wright. You've been here. I think I met you here in the GGA thing, and secretary on with Fred Gwynn, 2015. And you know the border room before everything shook up. Border room. You know how things happen in the room, how our thing from Fred Gwynn, from Thelma Collins, from U-Bote, from Augustine May. It is a letter from the camp, Gilmore's camp, Gilmore, complaining either co-chair. Do you think they're trying to silence the lady? McAfee, silence her not to campaign. There's a letter out there. I can put, if you want me to post it, I can post the letter. Read the letter out here. What they're warning her to desist, cease and desist from saying wherever she says she's. They're alleging, like she said, the Gilmore is involved into extramarital affairs. Do you think that letter is to silence McAfee, to silence her not to?
Well, I mean, that's the tactic people will always use. If they see that campaign is crumbling, if they see the momentum is on the other side, so it's a fear tactics. It's a fear tactics. That letter not going to go anywhere. There will be no action taken. But who knows whether that letter actually came from a legitimate attorney.
Yeah, the letter came from a legitimate. I did a research. I did a research.
I understand.
I did a research. I know the lady is there, and she's and let me tell you, McAfee got her own lawyer. The lawyer contacted that lawyer, and they're communicating. So that's a legit.
Okay,
claim.
good. Good. But like I said, it's all fear tactics. If I'm paying my lawyer, I can tell my lawyer, can you read this person and say X, Y, and Z? Because I don't like what the person is saying about me. The lawyer is getting paid. Obviously, they'll do exactly what you want them to do because they're getting paid. Would that result into anything? I don't think so. So it's a fear tactics.
But you've been around all these years now.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen this in our community? Where they say, "Oh, Lauren, next thing get woman, you get girlfriend or something."
No.
Let me speak out loud. Let me speak out loud. Pretty dog get girlfriend. Pretty dog get girlfriend or something. But woman,
I am a living example.
Have you ever seen it in our community when somebody rush to the lawyer and say, "Oh, one person who say I get girlfriend or something"?
When I was the interim president, you know what people say about me? Prince, you were here. You saw
they had a chat room. Wait. They had a chat room where they were bombarding you. And I went in the chat room and blocked the whole chat room and took. Remember that time, 2019?
Yeah. How people say I was cheating on my wife and my wife had miscarriage and my wife did S-Y. I mean, I would have said I'm going to call my exactly. You know what I mean? So, I mean, as a leader, as a political leader, you got to have that strong will because these things will happen. That if somebody gets thin skin like this,
our crown politics, man. It's not a political transaction.
You won't call lawyer for one thing. The people that are talking today, the very Michael get money here. You know what? I still got messages from the gamers, especially Michael, disparaging and making disparaging comments about my family, about me. Did I try to sue him in court?
I'll bring this out. Alexander Yala. I think you know Alexander Yala.
Yeah.
Alex's wife gave birth. Otavio Gilmore, 2016. I was controlling the border room. He posted in the border room. I want him to take it down. He could not take it down. I took it down. I brought the post down. Well, he put Eric Yara, young baby picture on the Facebook.
Yeah.
And say Eric Yara get a black American woman. He's married. Yeah. And he's with our Chin sister.
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember that story. Our Chin sister. So what becomes our Chin sister that he's with?
Yeah.
I wanted the man to take it down. He refused. I took that. I know what I'm talking about. 2016.
Wow.
I'm not crazy. Some 9 years ago.
Yeah.
Eric Yara did not run to the court.
Exactly.
Eric Yara at that time, he was the Kunawo people president. He was a leader, a community member, so he could not run to the court. He expected these things.
Of course. If you seek a certain role in the community, trust me, things will come at you. And as a strong leader, you should accept it and move on. Not trying to threaten people and make them put fear in them. That just it shows no leadership. It shows no leadership. And honestly, we can see that around here on the national level in America. We see it. Good leaders don't have thin skin. All right? You take it as they come because every time things will be said about you, things will be said about your family.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know.
Yeah, we all were attacked, including you. The only person here what they not go after Archie band in the back, and the general band. Vivian could not stand it. She had
No,
to,
Prince.
had to
Prince,
run away from the
let me
chat
say
room.
this.
No, no,
Prince,
no.
Vivian ran away from the chat room.
Prince, I have
No,
not really.
because
I
And Rancid, let me be real with you. It was
Prince,
the
can you hear
attack
me?
on you
Is he hearing me?
that made Vivian to say Prince is heavy. I can't stand it. Vivian, 2020, 18, 19, you said Prince,
yeah,
I can't stand
because
it. Take the post down. I said, Vivian, you can't take the post down. You can't do that. You can't do that, Vivian. They
Now how
asked
much?
your brother, they
Now
asked
how
him,
much?
Resi is the president.
Now how much?
Yeah, that was how it was better. It not
Now how
better.
much? Bring that how much we hold together as siblings. Anything you say something about me, my sisters, my brothers will come at you. But we are very polite and very professional in our approach. We're not the people who insults. We're not the people that call people names. We don't do those things. We were brought up right. Our parents taught us to be very, very polite. Even in our disagreement with people, we don't insult them. We don't call them names. And you have seen that over the years, Prince. Between you and me, even my sister Edith, you see all of that. That's why everything we have dealt with, we never came
Yeah,
back.
I questioned you before when you're president, interim. I've questioned you before.
Yeah.
I questioned you on a lot of issues. I didn't see you coming back insulting. No, I've never seen that. So I mean, that's you got to ask, especially leading a group of Granjidans. We are tough people. We are warriors.
Let me
We want to know what happened to our finances. We want to know what happened to our
Hey, Prince.
and you got to tell us.
Yeah.
I want to come again, Prince.
You have to tell us.
Yeah. Go ahead, Piggy.
I want to come again. You know, I can recall when I think it was the ambassador at the time, or Liberian ambassador at the time, came to
Solonte.
came to Pennsylvania.
Oh, you're in
And
Pennsylvania.
no, in Pennsylvania. I think not Bang, or what's the name?
Yeah,
okay,
yeah. Bang came that night. When Bang came that night, all the tycoons, the high profile politicians, and those who can fight the women then, you know, that are fighting the women now, they were all in a hall at night. When the gentleman stood up and said, "Send his fundraiser, I'm here to challenge." And he said, I think he put on $2,000 or $1,000, and he said, challenge anybody to come and to meet up with him. Every one of them was sitting down. They all were sitting down. All the men. The one who wasn't Lord today,
including Archie.
Everybody was sitting down, including the one that fighting the woman now. The one that attacking the woman personally on Facebook. They were all sitting down there. And the woman stood up. Edith stood up and challenged that ambassador.
Challenge the ambassador?
I'm telling you.
I think I should get that tiny name from.
If anybody can, you can challenge my word, but I stand to be corrected. But she challenged him. When he put $1,000, she put $1,000 there. Until the men said give up. Where were they? Man, we talk about somebody who had love for the county, man. Come on. This is not somebody who just want to come to get money and eat it and then become noise and they say, oh, you're from the same place, you forget about it, and go in the breach again. This is somebody who really have vision for Grand Gila County, for the organization. She spent her own money. Places that she go, she spent her own money. All right? And Ida is always on your back to give report. I mean, she's so particular about her name. That woman, when you talk to Ida will say, Madison, as long as I'm involved in this, I mean, we just had the Legion in Liberia and Grand Gila Association for the first time ever. I mean, that's a discussion for another day. But for the first time ever, for Grand Gila Association in America to say, yes, we have a sporting wing. You know, we talk about somebody who got vision, man. Come on. You want to put all this good thing aside and say you want to go back to the dream guy? Like, seriously? Then when will we move on? When will we make progress? When will we be proud to say we are Grand Gideon? When will we see something tangible to point our finger to it and say, yes, this is what we did? You have somebody now who is very far-sighted. They don't wait for somebody to tell them before they move. I mean, she thinks, she acts. I mean, and she got it well-to-do team. She got a well-built team.
You think right now she's leading Grand United Association in the right direction, on the right
Excellent,
path.
bro. I'll tell you.
Yes. I mean, maybe you're not
Bring
in Georgia. Listen, you're not in Georgia. You're not in Georgia about a month ago.
I was.
The Constitution was amended. If it is adopted here in Kentucky, we're coming in here. We're going to adopt that Constitution. If it's adopted, the presidents will have 3 years instead of 2 years. I increased it to 3 years. So you think now we should give Edith 3 more years to save the face.
Edith, she worth the chance. She worth giving the chance. She worth it. She deserve it. She works for it. She deserves it.
What will you say about the credit that say you're keeping the money in the bank? You're not helping our people back home with the little that we got in our bank.
Yeah, but Prince, we just told you 44th container is going to Labrador as we speak. Isn't that
why is she not continuing? Why now? Is she doing it for campaign?
No. I mean, think that what 2 years is not enough.
2023, either 2 or 2024. Why is she selling container now? We're in March, April, May. We're gonna come here in Kentucky.
Yeah, but Prince, you got to be able to know where your investment is going. You can't just because you become president today and you got $100,000 in your account. Now you got to dish it out. Is that what you're trying to tell us? No.
Yeah. But Prince, in the first place, Prince himself knows very well, and Grenadier knows very well that Edith have been running back and forth trying to unite this union, running from one side to another side. You have my own.
People say she's not doing nothing about Rico.
You have my own. You have my own big brother, Ginger Water, who I respect so well. You were having since Edith took over and took from him. How many times have you seen Jean Djibouti being proactive and involved everywhere with Edith? No. Edith is going back and forth on the other side of GGAD to GGAA.
Ever ask for your help?
You asking me? You have hosted Edith so many times. Of course. Yes, of course. You know that very well, bro. You know, Edith have reached out to well, first of all, you know when he won. Edith stood on the spot and give me $1,000 on the spot. So you are you going to say that no, she didn't reach out to him?
Why did you do that? But Prince, it implies
just endorsed Gilmore. He just endorsed Gilmore.
Prince, let me come in. Look,
that's what I'm saying. It's exactly for real. How can you be that so
tonight?
Ungrateful?
James endorsement. If you want me to play the video,
I don't think it's true, man. Ginger Boy can I endorse Gilmore? I don't think so, man. Man, Ginger Boy is a smart guy, man. Ginger Boy is a smart man. Yeah, man.
Yeah, actually will get it, but James Djibouti endorsed Gilmore on
he did.
He said the purpose of he endorsing Gilmore is that Edith criticized Edith came on my show and
wow.
For one reason, you and the secretary you all look alike. Anyway, you and Christopher Kuya. He said Christopher Kuya went into Grand United and brought a video and gave me the video and I played here and I criticizing your brain and using a substandard or material on the door monument. Man, that be friend, man. You will take, man. You just the monument. 1 year later, they all the writings. I could not see my father's name. My father was killed at Freeport. I could not see my father's name on the thing. You don't expect me to ask you something that you spent $100 and some more thousand.
That's the problem. That's the problem. They don't want to be held accountable for anything. That's the problem. They don't want to be questioned.
The people when you $20.
That's the problem. If you ask that question, they think that you are.
Wait. Can I ask you? You say how much the project cost?
120 some more thousand. Vivian, 1 minute, Vivian, you gotta okay your camera, you okay your phone. It ain't telling me you only okay your phone, you're not okay your camera. I cannot bring you on, Vivian. So okay the camera, okay the phone.
Come here, Archie.
So Archie, come in. You were about to speak when we were.
Wow.
Yeah. So what?
But before you come, yeah, keep in mind. You will tell the reason he endorsing you and James. Or Gilmore is that Edith sent Christopher Kuya, who is now the secretary, into Grand United, made a video and including Siobhan Tadu and they sent a video to me, and I played and denigrated him that he used some kind of material on those statues. That's the reason he
Man,
lost.
I get children.
That's so you know that.
Brad, the same fella fly together.
Man.
Actually, go ahead.
Actually, go ahead.
Yeah. So what I wanted to say, look, as a former president, you know, you do not expect your United States a special invitation to remain involved in the affairs of your organization. And so this is what really differentiated from the rest of the crowd. We were just telling you earlier that when Rancid took over as the interim president, Edith was instrumental, very instrumental, in making sure that we worked and delivered a very vibrant organization to whoever won.
Yep.
When we go in the meeting, after we decide what to do in our meeting, either call me. I know she called Ramsey. I know we did work with Gigi at the time, Gigi Jennings. I think she worked with everybody, but I know she was with me on the phone a lot. Actually, have you emailed the person yet? Actually, have you called the person yet? And did you get feedback from the person? And so she was so much involved in the back. People need to know this. Edith was so much involved in the background to make sure that the organization did not go down because of what had happened. And so that's what you call leadership, Prince. For mayor to, I mean, not mayor, but for you to ask the question what a mayor was, or you was invited, that is, I mean, sorry to choose my worker, but that should not be the case. He is supposed to be the one reaching out and say, look, my dear sister or our dear president, these are the challenges that I had when I was there. Please make sure you guard yourself against these things. But she didn't even stop that. She went and even continued with what he had, you know, as his project. She took her from there. That's what you call leadership. And so mayors should be excited. Not maybe, but you should be excited about that. But again, everyone, you know, has their own choice. He going with Gilman, that's fine. But yeah, I just want to say, look, I've decided to stay on the purpose of being here tonight and not corrupt. I want to say corrupt because if you mention again the name Michael Gilman, he has no credibility.
Yeah.
So to mention here tonight,
Seriously.
it will corrupt the whole conversation.
No, we don't
That's
use that
why I
mention
don't
a
want
name
to
there.
mention that name.
Don't use
So
that
I'm
mention a
just
name.
asking the rest of the people, let's stay on while we are here.
We don't use that mention a name there, please.
Michael will get what coming to him. That is a promise.
You are muted, Prince. We can't hear you.
Oh man, mute yourself. You the host, you mute yourself.
The video all lot, and that's why I muted myself. You're sorry.
Oh, okay.
On Freeman's show, he said a lot of demeaning thing about the president.
But look, we don't want to hear that, man.
We don't want to hear that, man.
Yeah.
Nobody knows Margot Gemo. Who knows Margot Gemo?
We don't need to listen to that.
We don't want to listen to that, man.
Like my brother said.
I mean, the man also in La Brooklyn that night come out to Grand Association.
If you want to talk about Michael, we can have a whole different show. Trust me.
Please.
A lot to discuss about him. Tonight, it's about presenting Edith's character to you guys.
That's right. We want to be,
But the question will come into place that you guys are all men on here. Your sister was denigrated last night on the show.
And Prince, we know our sister. Hello, Prince. Who she is. We know where she lives.
I spoke to her. Look,
we know her right.
Look, Mr. Wright, 4 a.m.
Yeah.
The president called me around 2 a.m. He listened to what Michael saying about me.
Prince, Michael is an angry loser.
We stay on our phone
want to
for
discuss the man tonight.
Yeah, it's Prince.
Michael don't want.
You guys are men. You guys are men. You guys are men. You guys are 4 here. Vivian is not here. You guys are 4 men here Prince? That were your sister. And someone Prince. Is attacking your sister. You're going to say we're going to let it go?
Prince, no, we're not letting it go. We're not letting it go. But what we don't want to do is to mix. It's to mix this conversation to some form of negativity.
So right. When someone attack my sister, I got 2 sisters.
I agree.
I have two sisters. My older, the firstborn, the last that woman. My two sisters, you don't mess around with them. I'll come on and tell you right away.
I agree with you.
Let me tell you one thing, Mr. Wright. Let me tell you one thing, Mr. Wright. Mr. Wright, listen to me, Mr. Wright.
What we don't want to happen here
Mr. Wright,
tonight.
I'll give you the time to talk.
Okay.
2008, I went into Liberia. My little sister, man, the boyfriend be on that net. They might beat the guy in the horse. With the old man in the horse. What thing that happened when he beat the guy? Put him on the guy. I can't AF on the man on there. The man John Tudor when he run away. He's in the for 2 days.
Okay, that's good. That's good. But listen, we are well informed about this, and we don't take it lightly. About giving us attitude towards our sister. We don't take it lightly, and we're not going to brush it off. But what we don't want to do here tonight is to not give the people clear message of who Edith is. Because if we get into discussing Michael Gaiman, then whatever we intend to achieve here tonight will be lost. And that's what we don't want to see happen. We're here tonight to make people to know who Edith really is, and we're trying to present that picture of her being a leader, being a sister, being a mother, being a caring person for anyone that came in her circle.
But since the show last night, any of you guys on here ever call your sister to talk to her, to calm her down, to slow her down?
Yeah,
me and you saw last night.
We
after the show,
we spoke. We
talked about. I think. No, I didn't hear that conversation last night. I didn't know until today on your show, Prince.
We spoke.
I watched it last night.
Let me tell you how we dealt with it. We dealt with it. We give it the right attitude and approach that it deserved. The man does not deserve any one of us our time. But like I said, in due course, Michael will get what is coming to Michael.
First of all, Prince, for me, like I said, I don't like I don't hold back on a serious note. I'm a realist. I say it is. I don't politicize anything. I don't put politics into anything. I don't make it fun. First of all,
you put a gospel in it?
I can put a gospel in it because Jesus said it came a time that he went to the temple and addressed it accordingly. So, I say as a Christian, you must keep your mouth closed and all the flame will be passing your mouth. No. I'm not that kind of Christian. Let me tell you one thing. We're not going to get this guy Christian. We're not going to give him the platform. We're not going to give him any merit. We're not going to give him any attention. First of all, he has been nowhere around for years. Not because today now, he not get no packet chicken from Liberia, so he decided to pay attention back to Grand Union Association. He been basically all along in Liberia with all his shows and everything, collecting money from Liberia. Look. Now he want to come back to Grand Union Association to pay attention to him because no job for him anymore.
Let's talk about what we here, man.
Let's talk about what we here for, man. Let's talk about what we here for, man.
The problem is,
if you want us to come back on your show some days,
come on,
purposely discuss whatever Michael said. We are open to doing that.
Okay,
and then we can get you.
I'll play the show. I'll play bit by bit.
Yeah,
and play his voice, and you're gonna hear his voice.
Prince, two things. I was in Kentucky. Doing Thermal Calling Town. When they had a program in Kentucky, I went there. Gaiman was there with me. I went to Florida. Many places that I went along with it. I know all those dudes. I know they are in and out. Seriously, but he didn't want to go there. On a serious note, for me, I don't know how anything. So for that, I'll leave it for now. I want to check out the show. But he, on a serious note, I know the man. They myself they hanging out. I know they are corner. You want to talk my sister? You want to talk to my sister? You want to take it personal? If you go personal with Edith, my second, because I think I know about him, and I'll go personal with him. Seriously.
And it's sad. The why I posted.
Yeah, I'll go personal with him.
I posted something today on Facebook.
Thank you, man.
Is that why?
With no credibility, I didn't want to, please, man.
Is that how our community have been reduced to? People.
Yeah,
when you run out of intellectual, discourse,
you say your integrity for money.
You resort into insulting and telling lies.
Yeah.
Is that how we supposed to unite the community? There's a man who is a brother to somebody who wants to lead the community, but there's a man who coming out and smearing someone's character and trying to denigrate the person. there's a person that if your brother become president tomorrow, and, you know, which I know he's not going to be, how will he bring the community together when you seeing all the negative things about other people? So we're not gonna buy into that. Like I said, I can pay for another airtime where
Please,
my brothers and I can come back here and
please.
we can address Michael Gaiman's comment towards our sister.
Uh,
Do
Mr. Double.
you think what General? Do you think what happened last night at Standard Film Show is making more people to come to eat it for?
Say that again.
Meal.
Yeah,
Do you think what happened last night on the show?
Yes.
What happened
Yes.
on the show last night? Do you think it bringing a lot of Nigerians to eat it for?
Yes. I would say yes. Yes.
And when you attacked
let me-
on the show last night, you think the Nigerians are going towards Madam Poa?
Yes, because let me just say something first of all.
Yes.
You
That's
know, first of all, let me just say something. As a gentleman, a responsible man, to go on a social media platform to look down about women, you're not a man.
good. No, you're
That's
not.
the
man.
first
He's
thing
not.
there.
No, he's not.
Because last night, there were a lot of women on that show. I watched that show for 45 minutes.
Yeah.
If you can go on a platform, you call yourself a responsible man. You got family, you got wife, you got kids. To dare respect another woman, right there, I can now even go to your level.
It shows who you are at home, bro. It shows who you are at home. That's why it
If I
is.
go to your level, Double, if I go to your level, which means I'm like you.
Yeah.
So I don't want all the game and Michael Gaiman creating. Michael Gaiman
No,
showing
man.
himself last day. He's not a responsible individual.
No,
He's
he's
not a
not.
responsible man. He's not. So because Michael Gaiman went on airline there and they respect my sister-in-law, I'm gonna come air and say she didn't know. Michael Gaiman day are very normal. So we'll keep it at rest. We'll handle it on another day.
Another day, bro. Another day.
Another day we'll talk about it.
But you think they're gonna win this
And
thing?
sometimes it's good to see
They're
somebody.
gonna win.
You know, the thing is for the
Because
question for the general. General, do you think they're gonna win?
I may tell you today, I spoke either at 2 o'clock. I can screenshot to you. Like I said in my comment here, I'm driving for 50-hour Kentucky. You will see me there live. I don't want to call Ocean State General. Either will win the election here. Mark it or kill it or not.
Again.
If you say she's trying to get back on, she's not getting back on.
She's not getting back on because she's not okaying one of her things. They're telling me right, she's down here. They say device not connected. She has to okay her camera or microphone. She got to say yes to them. One of those things.
Yeah.
Right.
It's not okay. They're telling me that one device is okay, one is not okay.
She said
I'm
you gotta
saying
hit
her, yeah,
okay from one of the
yeah,
devices.
VVS, right? She got an okay camera and okay the microphone.
Yeah, she's
I
doing it.
tested her.
Praise the Lord. We don't have to come on here to insult. We don't have to come on here to lie on anybody. All right.
You won't go.
Because
You won't go ahead to
Prince, the best way you can deal with people like that,
Yeah,
I
man.
like to face them in person.
Yeah.
I don't want you to have behind the mic or the video camera for you and myself to exchange. I will run into Michael. We'll run into Michael. I hope he shows up in Kentucky.
You're gonna come. He told us live on the show. You're gonna be on the campaign trail.
So we can sit down and have a frank conversation. So he can look us in the eyes and say these things that he said about our sister.
You watched the show last night, Mr. Renzi, right?
No, I did not. I didn't. I got calls.
You watched the show last night?
I watched that show last night. Edith went back and forth.
Let me tell you how Edith dealt with this issue. Not only just the Michael Gaiman issue, that was the least on her agenda. But with the letter that came, the letter you referenced earlier, when you go into the chat room, she posted it, and she was literally pleading
I'm back on.
with Gibson Gerald. And that's what you see. This is what you could see the leadership oozing out of what she wrote.
What did she say to Gibson?
She said to Gibson, please do not go the path. Because I think Gibson was saying somebody was going to go after her and stuff like that. So she was saying, the how to call it, the person who got sued, all that other stuff. And so she was saying, no, we don't do that. In this community, what we do now, we'll try to solve things on our own as families. Because this is what we need to do. That's what you need from your leader. See, when tempers are high,
You're
You need
blessed.
somebody to bring
You're,
people down,
you're
calm
blessed.
them down,
You get eating as
show
president.
leadership. That's what you want to do. And Ida have shown that all along in this community.
In this kind of
All
life,
right. And
nah,
so the question you want to ask yourself is, how do we even get here?
Yeah.
I
right?
mean, Prince, this is question you're supposed to be asking these things. You are
I
the
know.
CNN of this community. How did we get here?
And the
Is there any
question,
standard left in this community?
Yeah.
nothing,
Is there
no,
any standard?
no.
Not at
You're
all.
talking about somebody who has shown results, who has taken an organization that was you literally dead from the grave and brought it back to visibility. Now everybody is clamoring. You just talk
Yep,
about amending the Constitution. That progressive. That is progressive because the Constitution has to reflect the reality now.
Yeah. The current reality. Yeah.
And she has done that.
I'm the
And
host.
yet we're
I'm the
talking
host. Brother,
about
let me tell you,
such
I'm the host.
leadership.
Actually, 1 minute. I'm the host for the show. I don't want to be I'm a neutral guy. I don't want to be seen as one-sided guy. But I was in Georgia. Either put on the floor that we should vote national election vote in our states.
That's progressive.
And then we told her it was Gibson Jerry who was chairing the committee. He said, explain to us. We got 10 minutes, Madam President. Explain to us why you want us to vote in our states. And either went from A, B, C, all the way to Z. She explained 10 minutes. And the vice president, her own vice president, he said, Madam President, it don't make sense to me. We can't vote in our state. It'll cost a lot of money. And people went there in our home and then they voted, and then Gibson said, we're going to put it, and the voter again eat it. She was like, but she has to accept it because that was what the people wanted.
Yeah, the will of the people.
The will of the people.
Okay.
The
She
will
was
of the
angry.
people.
She was angry with the and she said, well, she told her vice president, my president, the people don't want it. They told my president, we don't want that.
But Prince,
and she accepted it.
right? I mean, she has to. That's being constitutional.
Will of the people.
Yes, but Prince, think about it though. Think about it. Why you think America and the other countries will vote in their precincts? Why you think we do that?
Well, we don't want to vote in our precinct. Crown Post said no. We said no. Right? We said we don't want to vote in our precinct. In the market, we get a president 10 minutes. The president explained from left. The person who put his hand on his head, gets him record now. I think say when a president will cost a lot of money, we're not going to do that.
No, it won't cost you money.
No, it won't cost money.
It won't
cost that much money.
What I'm saying, that's the tolerant.
Yeah.
She could have said what I say here now. Gibson, we have to, and she push her. But everybody, the cheerleader, man, it's crazy. She photo against it. Urukara wear photo.
People want to go to convention. They want to, yeah.
Go to convention.
Yeah, what kind of
finish voting? The person we dance.
That's it.
Then you say, I'll play the go and vote. I won't agree. And such.
I don't fucking mean so.
Let me
tell you, either were angry, pray, and she went to Gibson. They fight with Gibson. Legal advisor Gibson said, when our president said they don't want it, and they don't want it.
Is it Prince?
And later on, we said, when the president get in the car, she was. I saw the president outside.
Yeah.
We were going to this guy's house, at Jefferson Soto's house. She was discouraged. We said, when the president get in your car, we're going to Jefferson. When the president was sharing the food, bring your plate. The other one bring their plate. That's Grand Gita. That's Grand Gita. We are the people they call the Gita Mountain. We disagree right there with our enemy. We move on with it.
Yeah.
That's why in the president.
I mean,
and when I said the post open, you running campaign, you will eat it. I said I saw Sunday when I see him with my own 2 hours. I shouldn't talk it.
That was a brilliant move. I think she was trying to save all the headache and too much money, because imagine you flying, you buy a plane ticket for $500 to $600. You get a rental car when you get there. You get a hotel when you get there, and then you have to pay your $100 fee for convention. And you got to get a small package where you spend nothing less than $500. Nothing less than.
The people who are paying the money, they say we won't spend our money. We won't see one can see them dance.
I know, right? But Prince, they still could have come there for the inauguration and dance.
The post say what I will come for. The post say you want blaming the dance into one dance. Inauguration.
My man,
either explain. When you just either explain, then we have inauguration.
Right there.
People said no.
No, but think about if you got about four teenagers that are of voting age in your household, everybody could have gone to the poll and vote. Increase the participation rate.
Right, the teenagers are voting. It will have part-time join. Will get there and go there and go vote.
There you go.
I love you.
But I want the people say. And let me tell you, you are not in Georgia. I took the picture.
No, but Prince
we drove. The guys in Georgia, they live far for the place to that man for the 5 minutes. We drove, we went there. When the president was having the pray, you eating pepper soup here. All the people for that, the president was in the plate, finish eating. And your car went to the lady who the vice president whose daughter passed. The lady gets so rest in peace. We went there, we sympathized with the family. What we could do is spend about an hour there. People gone the way to start leaving to come to the States.
Yeah, but you remember the first time that issue came out was in Ohio though. The first time that suggestion came on the floor was in Ohio. We went for the convention in Ohio.
Prince is a good start. The conversation have started, and I guarantee you,
right
in the near future, it will be fully implemented.
Yeah.
But it takes time for change to take place. So we understand people will resist change, but at some point that change will happen. So we understand, and I think Edith understood it. That's why she didn't fight it.
Right.
She accepted what the people wanted.
Let me tell you who she tried to get on her side. Boo unit. Booze my president, I cannot back that.
Oh my God.
Hey, what are you saying to her? I have my camera focused. You know, at that point, I moved the camera. I didn't point the camera. I cut it off. Because the whole was tense.
Wow.
Therefore, being tense, in 30 minutes or 45 minutes, we are to this guy house. And what we did, we finished forgetting it.
Of course. That's how it's supposed to be.
The people at Star Horse and the president and what her name? And Deborah Doe, they are serving us to eat. We the men and we sit down, the people bringing food for us to eat. And then we drove to the chair lady, or we drove to the Etokwe, and we drove to the lady who daughter that. That's the beauty of grandchildren. That's the beauty of the children from the mountain.
Yeah.
Talking each other and talking our sisters. I mean, it's not something that we
But you can only achieve that with a tolerant leadership.
Who was Michael Gilmore?
Vivian, we'll talk about that topic next time.
Who is Michael Gilmore?
Next time we'll come to talk
who he is. Who is Michael Gilmore? The dude has no credibility. Who is Michael Gilmore to put more on somebody?
See, I don't want to more from Minnesota. The dude has no. How they looking in Minnesota? How we looking?
Michael Gilmore.
When the twins said it, that two state. That would look.
All right. My wife says she want to say something. She's coming on.
Your woman was supposed to be on to campaign for a sister-in-law. Why she
been campaigning for a sister-in-law?
When I see you on the campaign,
while we waiting for the hair wife to come on to talk, okay, she that was your face.
PJ, well, PJ, don't you know that?
PJ, you
I can't wait to go to Kunabo so I can go to your household.
Man, go to Stable, we'll put the devils out. Man, Wright, how are you?
Welcome, Mario.
You know, man, Wright, you know, you're confusing with my little cousin in Minneapolis. You
pressure.
Oh yeah, pressure.
Yeah, pressure.
I always say that. Yeah.
A lot of people always tell me that.
I need to add pressure. You all need to do DNA.
I think so. I think I found a box there somewhere.
Our papa, that my brother pastor.
What hope I get past there?
No, that my brother. Henry Fuller. How you doing? How you doing, madam?
I'm good. I have listened to all of you guys tonight. My husband, all my husbands, and my sister-in-law speaking.
wow.
You know, it's kind of touching, but it's not a surprise because since we all love Sis Edith. Since I came into this family, Sis Edith has been a blessing. She's a very honest person. That's one thing I respect about her. She's very honest. She's family oriented. She just loved on us as a family, and she's a family unit. Like she's real. She's 100% real. If you don't want the honesty, don't come closer to her because she's gonna give it to you just what it is. And I feel like in this community, because I lived it for so many years with my husband, being intern, being secretary general on a lot of, for administration. And one thing I know about this organization, and I wouldn't just say everybody, it's a beautiful organization first as a whole, Grand Jury Association in the Americas. Coming from where I come from, I wasn't open to this community, but when I got into, in a relationship with him, prior to him, I got a little glimpse of it. Coming, we was insulted, especially me being brought on this platform so many times, talk about my child, may her soul rest in peace, and brought our kid onto this platform. So it's not really surprising or like I didn't live it because I lived it. So, and I know they can be dirty. And I feel sometimes when people attack your character is because they're threatened by you. And you have something to offer, and you're bringing something, and when they see that threat and they cannot touch it, they try to destroy your character, they try to belittle you, so we're not surprised by that. And my only thing here on this show to say is, Sis Edith, keep doing what you're doing, because pretty much you're doing something right, because if you don't have enemy, that means you're not doing anything at all. The fact that you're being talked about in negative aspect, in every form, tells you that you're doing the right thing. So I'm only here to continue to be a support system. I will be here to support you. Do the right thing because you are a right person for this job, and you was gifted, you was born to do this, and we're going to stand by you as a family unit, and we're going to continue supporting you, and just be yourself as you always always is. So keep doing you. We love you. I'm here for you. And I told my husband years ago when they brought us down to nothing and tried to destroy our character, his character and mine, I told him I was done with this organization because I see how unfair they can be. And it's always about a clique, trying to create this thing. And I'm not the type of person because I can stand by myself with God first. And once I have my family support and his family support, that's all that matters to me. Whatever comes later on is addition. So, with that being said, Sis Edith, we love you. Continue being you. We're here and we know you're going to win. And they know you're going to win. And this is why they keep attacking your character. And once again, Prince Delbert, thank you for always being the man that you are. Because I remember when my husband was running, you supported us, and it was a lot that was said. And people came and spoke for him and for me. And you was there all along. And thank you. And we wish we can have people like you in our community that are not just there to bring the negativity, but also speak the truth, regardless of our differences. If we can only speak the truth about a person character and not bash them because she's a Wright, or she's a double, or she's this person, she's a Gwion, so we're gonna hate her or we're gonna love her. If we can just be real, our organization will go to a better height and just leave family and being, this person is a Right, so they're not going anywhere. This person is a Brown, they're not going anywhere. We just have to love on each of it individually for who that person is, that person character, and how much they will bring to the organization, and how much we're willing for them to uphold this organization, because it's not about us, and it's not about a group of people. It's not about the rights. It's not about nobody. It's about organization just giving the name, because as Crown people, we have been through so much. and to see us, the crown people that's supposed to hold together, to love each other, to love on each other, to see us fighting amongst ourselves, it's a disgrace. It's a disgrace. As far as we have come, we should be the last people fighting against each other. Honestly, it's a disgrace. I'm sorry to say that. But once again, thank you. We will stand by our sister-in-law. We will love on her, and we will be here for her.
Hello, friends.
And thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much, Madam
Hello,
Wright.
friends.
Yeah, Vivian.
Yeah.
Go ahead, man.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Earlier, my phone was going off and on. I don't know what's going on.
Getting you
But that
clear.
was,
Now. You are clear. You're
I thought
loud.
my phone was going off and on. I mean, earlier,
Are you hearing me?
I'm hearing, yeah.
Yeah, go ahead. We're clear. We're hearing you too.
You, I will. I want to talk to like Grenadians. I know many people are listening tonight. I know I got the money. I got the money from sleep. I was kind of a little bit emotional. And, people, all the phone calls they coming, people asking questions about whoever that went live last night and things they said about our sister. It's hard. And I thought about the money, it just brought tears to my eyes because I guess it's not fair. And I feel that, I'm begging Grenadians, wherever you get against Edith, this coming election should not be about Edith. Let it be about Grand Jita Association in the Americas. How far we have come. We cannot afford to go back. We cannot afford to keep starting over. Starting over in life is not progress. If you see no progress and then you continue with that progress, it will lead you to a greater height. Then coming 2 years, fall back. Somebody else says come again, pick it up again, then you fall back. We should not be doing that. We in America, we all see what goes on in the community. I have been in the Grand Jita community since 2011. I've attended every convention. 2011 it was in Worcester. 2012 it was in Florida. 2013 was in Texas. 14
Yeah.
in Missouri. 15 Arizona. I can count everything. 16. Virginia 17. Ohio 18 in on South Dakota. 19 Minnesota.
Yeah.
That have for some of all we have been in this community, leaving our children year in and out, leaving jobs, getting on the flights, flying, hotel, doing all kinds of things, looking for clothes to wear, convention ball, and all the things that get intake. All the one we are doing everything. We didn't put our time into this thing here to be starting over. Like, as a people, we should sit down today to say, okay, Liberia as a country today, where are we today in Africa? Look at Liberia today. If you honestly ask yourself, what was the reason for which that war in Liberia? What was in it for us? Nothing. It just took us all the way backwards. Nothing we gain. Liberia war should be a typical example today of inflicting pain on yourself because you don't like John Brown. So everybody else shouldn't have no peace. We shouldn't allow these kind of people to just be destroying us and carrying us back. Elections is not about either. Either will come. Either has her own life. Either goes to Kentucky and she loses in Kentucky. If she leaves for that tomorrow, either got her life to live. There's a woman who since she became president, every traveling she has done, she has not used Grand Jita Association money. She uses her own money to travel almost every week. I see my sister traveling. I will call her. Why are you planning for this? Little sister, I'm going to this thing. I say, say it. Be careful. Every day and night, I worry my sister than any other thing. People don't really know. But we are here. We want to love people when they die tomorrow. Now, when we want to love them, then we will buy black clothes, go to the funeral, and just hold a microphone and just speak about the person in ways that you never spoke of them when they were living. Let's be honest with ourselves. It's not okay. It's not okay at all. Let's learn how to give somebody that flower while the person is alive. If you can do what I can do, try and learn from me. Don't be jealous. Let's try and be constructive instead of being destructive. Nothing in being destructive, nothing into it. Either is somebody else's son or child. She's a woman. Most of the crime men, they are forgotten in the community. They will just insult women anyway, anyhow. It says a whole lot about who you are. You angry, you better for whom? There are some men who not, they can only fight with me. They can fight men. Under with me, they were in the community. And we accept it. But Edith, I beg you, let us not I don't let Edith and go and put Grand Giraffe Association in a place that after 1 or 2 days, we say, oh, if I knew. We have been so peaceful. We are on the record track. And as I said, if you honestly look behind the next the other candidate, you will know who behind him. You will know the fish that want to drink the water. You will know the fish that behind him. It's not him. It is clear. The writings are on the wall. God is exposing things to us. Let us not pretend and allow hate for another individual to make us to destroy an organization that we all have invested our time in for the past years to come. For the past years. We shouldn't do that. You can hear either, but please don't hear Grand Giraffe Association. Let your vote be about the association, not Edith. It's okay to not like Edith, but it is not okay to vote against the interest of this association. We are all invested our time and resources into the particular, organization for the past years. We shouldn't do that to ourselves. I beg you, Crown people. I beg you, my brothers and my sisters, whoever are listening to not begging you. It is not about Edith. It's about Grand Giraffe Association in America. Let us think how far we have come as a people. Let us think about it and try to work towards that. Try to work towards it. Now I gotta say to them, every time I'm an older sister, she don't sleep. There's a woman who is a nurse. She's a DON. She's a DON. Either will not sleep after 12 hours work. Either go many times. I said, oh, let me put my sister a call. I said, how are you doing? Oh, okay. I said, have you slept? No, slow start. I said, why? I've been picking all the calls and I said, you need to sleep. If anything happens to you tomorrow, your children will be the losers. We, the family, I say you need to sleep. So many times, either I came close to death, sleeping behind the wheel, going to Grand Giraffe function, sleeping behind the wheel. It was just because of God's grace. Now, why she's here today. There's a mom who breathes and sleeps Grand Giraffe Association, all because she wants the best for the organization. That's all she wants, the best. And if only wanting the best is a crown, then Crown people, you should go ahead and vote against her. If not, then I beg you, your vote rightly. Because all she wants is to see this organization just move forward. That's all she wants. She's every day either making sacrifices. It's a mom who can sleep. Let me order. I went for them last time. Either came there, either the whole day. Man, saying that want to test the phone. We took a phone for on the net. Now they will see her phone. The whole night she know how phone she want to bed. We said go to bed small. You must sleep small. In the morning, I won't give a phone to her. Either barely sleep. For Grand Giraffe Association, I don't really know. It's like I don't know something in her. I don't really know. I said, well, what happened to my sister? What it's like something just that she just consumed by something. I don't really know. The passion. And then to see people just coming at her all the time, bashing her, it hurts. Excuse me. Many times I say, okay, if my sister died in the product today, what would be the benefit for the kind of people business?
Well, she's not gonna die.
Anything happen, Prince. She better rest. I'm not wishing death upon, but it just that's why some of all we have come. And you know that one I think about it brings tears to my eyes. I see my sister every day and then sacrificing herself for her people. And people just hate her. If you ask them, what happened? Nothing happened. Because John Brown left what John Brown passed it on to Peter.
Some people say Edith don't listen.
Friends, don't listen in their life here. Everybody, and everything will tell me, I will listen. Even hospital, what's my wife in the hospital, and everything a man will tell you, all your boy will tell you, you listen to. If it makes sense, you listen. If it doesn't, you don't listen. That what makes you a leader. Not everything you tell people in their life, yes, sir, yes, sir. I wish them well. Let the whole person say yes, sir. There is no yes, sir.
Yeah, but
is fake.
But just to, I think we had a conversation before. Edith, you do listen. Either do listen, but
Mr. Daniel Pine, the former board
as
chairman,
leader,
either don't listen.
either do listen, because as a leader, you don't get one advisor. All right, you got a lot of people talking in your ear, and you have to evaluate people, what people tell you, and you got to make sense of what people tell you. So if I have given my sister advice, she haven't implemented some of my advice that I gave her. Do I have to get upset for that? No.
But does she listen to you?
Huh?
Does she listen to you?
That's what I'm saying. She
You
listened to
can
me.
listen.
She
Yeah,
listened
two
when
things.
she would
Listening.
present, yeah, she would
Yeah.
present it to me, and I would give my idea. Does she take it? I don't know, but at least she asked me of my opinion of decision that she wants to make. I give her my idea, and she's not compelled to go with what I told her, right?
Exactly.
So it same goes to everybody. People that will talk to her, that will go to her, oh, please do this, please do this. If she doesn't do it, doesn't mean the idea wasn't valued. It means
So
that
I think the issue is about outcome.
Yeah.
Everything we do, especially in the position of leadership, is about outcome. What that decision leads to. If it produces a better outcome, then the benefit outweighs the negative. What I can say to you, Prince, and to all the listening audience, even if it feels like she was built differently, either were totally built differently. I am, Prince, I'm older than you, so don't argue what I want. But I have never seen Edith argue. Edith and myself, or Ransom, I never ever witnessed that. I'm telling you this today. I've never witnessed that.
Because Mr. Pine, when I brought
That
him on the show, I brought her tape where he was supporting Edith, he endorsed Edith from June of last year up to December 16, 18. And then he said Edith could not listen and he went behind Gilmore.
but
Fine
that
has
again,
different
that's
reasons. That's fine.
personal choice.
Mhm.
That's personal choice, Prince. There are things that I may not like about you that will influence me differently, but that has nothing to do with my leadership. Nothing at all. And like I said, leadership is all about results. Look at where either have taken Granger organization from where it was a year or two ago to where it is now.
Yeah.
To where it is now, Prince. You were just talking about amending the Constitution. When I was there, you said you were proposing for people to vote locally. But you know what that means? Do you know what that means? When you talk about being progressive, that's one of the most progressive ideas you can ever introduce in the Granger organization. And like Ransom said, within time, they will see the wisdom in it. They will see the visionary wisdom in what you propose to them. Maybe now, yeah, like you said, Prince, people want to party. People want to come and see each other in a merry make. But if we want to move the organization and want to increase the participation rate in this organization and make our election more, viable, we need to do this. We need to vote locally because it will increase the participation rate. That's what we want. You want the young people to vote.
And just to add on to Archie, you can do the same thing over and over and expect different results, right? So sometimes the organization is supposed to evolve. And that's so is the Constitution. The Constitution is supposed to evolve and meet the current reality. Voting in local municipality is the best thing to do because you know why? It increases the revenue, the aspect of raising enough revenue for the organization.
We don't have the party, dude. We don't have a party.
Friends are
That's
big,
right.
man.
The party will happen.
But that was the point that people look. When the lady said, "Look, we got to meet and party," everybody said, "Yeah, that's what I want to do. We got to party." Either we don't want
Nothing got too many people.
and we want to party, and that's it. I want to party. So
I want to party too, but at the end of the
party
day,
one time, I want to party 2 times.
Will it bring money? Will it bring enough revenue to the organization? Because
the first thing the people say when we're voting our own state, they will know how to trust each other with rain hall. And when renting hall, we're paying money. That's why it beat it down.
Yeah, but I think we had a conversation before. Prince,
To me, she made a city point. She made a city point. She had a 10 minutes. She made a good case. But the poor grand jury they don't want it. They're not ready.
I think
they're not ready for a female to be president. You can't force it.
But I think she started the conversation. And
that's a good thing. She started it. And they will continue to talk about it every time they meet or whatever they can do and talk about it. But right now, we're not ready for that thing. I'm ready.
We're not ready for that thing.
Well, you know, and then you vote against it too, eh? And then you vote against it, Prince.
They were only three that voted for that. I told women. I'm not going to call a woman any because they'll get fair with me.
Hello, man. But yeah, I mean, it's a good thing. We will progress. We will progress. Things will change, but one thing at a time. Now we're talking about 3 years, right?
Yeah.
If it do pass in Kentucky, it will become a law. So it's one step to a change. So
and let me tell you, when they said 3 years, then they say okay, and if you say because the law going to start from Kentucky, so the 2 years either serve where Isaac is not going to be included. So it's like okay, now you can run for 2 terms. You can be 2 terms. So that if you want, that's 6 years. So they are telling you that either can go for 8 years. And they say no. Why would I go for 8 years? Because the 2 years that I served already, it should be counted towards. The people say no. Either if you don't want after when you go to Kentucky when you win, the other then when you finish with 3 years you move on. You don't want to run, but that's what we're going to run inside. And she was there arguing that we shouldn't put it there, and the people said no. They voted again. They said we're going to put it there. So I mean the process was fine. She's not a. Remember I said either a dictator. I don't want to believe that because I saw the thing. I had a camera. I moved.
What is a dictator? What is dictator? What I mean?
She how or
dictator?
and she let it go.
Praise double. You see, one thing is that we have to understand if you are a leader, anything that goes on right, it's going to be you. You are the one that's going to give account. It's your name on it. It's your family name on it. So if you are a leader and someone walks to you, or even I'm a leader and my big brother Renzi came to me and say, "My Peking, let's do this." I mean, I will listen to him, and that's what Ida has been doing. She listened, but she doesn't have to take every word you say.
Yeah.
All right. She doesn't have to do that. Then that means she's not a leader. She's a follower. All right. A leader think twice. And she doesn't yet make decisions. She takes it into an executive meeting. She discusses it with her cabinet, and they all sit down and agree. Either don't make decision on her own. She always carry back to her team to discuss it. But this is my message because I mean, I want to. What I want to say is that I want to appeal to Team Port.
Yes.
Whosoever out there sending these cursing words or attacking personality, let them go ahead. We will remain intelligent as always. We will remain the big guys always because we know very well at the end of the day, we're going to win this again. And those guys that are insulting, attacking personality, I mean, at the end of the day, after election, you will still meet this sister. You will still meet this brother. How do you expect to interact with them? How do you expect them to look at you? Think about it. Or is there something that you have that is in there that is very personal to you? First of all, Grand Jury Association is not a personal thing, but you say, they think my neighbor street is tied to it. So because of it, I will do anything. I'll put my hair on the chopping board. I'll put my character on the line. I'll put my family history on the line because my life depends on it. No. Our life don't depend on this. So let us not make this personal. Let it be about Grand Jury County. Because if you start attacking individual like this, there is It's a clear indication that you guys have a very bad motive, that you have a hidden agenda, that you try to take the thing here, you want to come again, when you get and eat it with money, then they start running behind you. That's how it looks like. But if you know you have a good intent, if you are coming to help Grand Guinea Association and develop and take us from different level to another level, you will be very moderate in your in your tone. You will be very respectful to females. You'll be very respectful to mothers. You'll be very respectful to women, and you will not start insulting and you will not start attacking women. I mean, if there are men going men in the race here and men insulting men, I will not have a problem. But how can you be a so-called gentleman and you be there attacking while a lot of women, the women are sitting down. The women are supposed to be attacking, they are sitting down and you there tell lapa. You decide to tell her and tell lapa to become woman and to be insulting and attacking. So you have no idea about that. They say you have never lived with a woman. You have no idea how she lives. You don't even know her profession. You don't even know her income. You don't even know nothing about her. But because someone said, because of hatefulness, you go and start saying stuff. We're going to come back on here. But me, like I said this one, and I will say again. I will say the truth to the court. If you see me on the street, but you don't want to speak, that's fine. But if you start to attack my sister, like Brenda said, bro, we will all roll the sleep on. Like Jesus will live on the table in the synagogue, live on the table. All right? And then I will attack you too, because there are things that myself, I will dig about you, I will dig and I'll get information about you. And then what I know about, I will add it and bring it on for, and then you'll see how far I'm going. Who here gonna say I am blameless? Who here can say I'm flawless? Who here can say I am guiltless? Nobody. We all have flaws. We all have guilt. We all have wrong somewhere before. But listen, that's what make you to be him. That's what make you to be who you are. You change. All right. So we are coming to Kentucky. And if you are listening to me, I am please and begging the young adults, the young guys, our sisters, our brothers in Kentucky. If you have not made up your mind to be in Kentucky, please take this personal. Grand Guinea Association about to go down the drain again. We don't want that to happen. Seriously. Because we know the brain behind the scene. We know them. And we're not going to allow them again to carry this organization down the drain. Let us be in Kentucky to re-elect Edith and her team to complete the work they have started. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Pete. The general.
Yeah, I mean, just
I mean, the
personally
general.
giving you.
Where full name?
My name is Christopher G. Weir.
Why?
The name is General.
Let me just, because I gotta go to church tomorrow, I gotta get prepared. Let me just give my closing argument. First of all, I don't want for either to be deterred. She shouldn't listen.
No.
Those people that are talking behind her that Judas Zacharas are calling Judas Zacharas. And one thing I want to tell Michael Gaiman, I want to give you a message. If you have someone who share the platform, you play with the wrong lion tail. If every rep family and in-law count on the platform for you, you got no place to sit down in America here. So that's a warning I gave him. So my family, my in-laws, you have a wonderful night, and God bless you all. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Thank you, Mr. Weir.
Okay, brother. Thank you very much.
Mr. Wright, actually, right?
Yeah, so thank you, Prince. It has been a very wonderful, engaging night. And
So, Mr. Wright, before you conclude, who are you endorsing?
Isn't that obvious? Endorsing the most progressive.
1 minute, Mr. Wright. I want 1 minute, maybe solo. Mr. Wright, who are you endorsing?
Oh.
This guy.
Oh my God.
I am endorsing the most progressive, the most forward-thinking, the most production-oriented, result-oriented president ever in the history of Grand Judah County. And moving forward, Madam Edith Poor. Thank you. All
Clap,
right.
clap, clap, clap,
Clap, clap, clap. Everybody.
clap, clap, clap,
I'm
clap.
Colas doing it.
We're clapping and we are clapping. Clap, clap, clap,
All
clap.
right,
Round
that's
of
good.
applause.
So, look, what I'm trying to say, Prince, it has been an engaging night, and I'm hopeful that we have introduced to you our dear sister. We have told you how she is the most affectionate person. Of course, you know that. We have told you how she will go above and beyond at her own expense. We have told you. I think Vivian made that case to you earlier and to the rest of the audience. And we have also told you that prior to her coming into leadership, she has always had Grand Judah organization at heart. And we made that case to you too. We are hoping that at the end of this night, you would have discovered a brand new Edith, an Edith that you experience every day in your life, but coming from us, giving you our testimony to let you know that it is not by mistake, that this is who your president, Edith T. Power, is. She is the person that you are experiencing every day in your life. And after all of this has come and passed, you will still meet the Edith that you are meeting today. That's who Edith is. That's how she was built. She is as different as to come. She is no one else. You cannot meet Edith today and see another Edith another day. She is as consistent as to come. And I hope that we have made that case to you, that going forward, you understand that Edith is a deserving person, and we are lucky to have her as our president. Thank you tonight, Prince.
Thank you.
Vivian,
Yes.
Oh,
what
me?
do- yeah, you.
Oh, you know, my brother was speaking. I almost slept. Yeah, they do love politics. I mean, so. Yeah.
Yeah, look at me.
Yeah.
Blame my dad.
Mm-hmm. I know. You know, Prince, what I want to say to know the Gregorians, first of all, Prince, thank you for giving us this time tonight. I'm looking forward to come here next time to Michael Gibbons, to answer to Michael Gibbons with my brothers. Look forward to that. Hopefully, we might be more than this the next time we'll come here. So, thank you for tonight. And as I said earlier to my fellow Gregorians, please get to know Edith. If you don't know her, just get to know her. Then you will know exactly who she is. Don't mind what people will tell you about her. Oh, she did, she died, she did, she died. Get to know Edith. Like some of us, I don't really know. It's hard. The kind of people we are. We are very straightforward people, very bold. Hate to see injustice somewhere and just pass by it. You want to speak it, you want to call it out. And this society is not used to it. So it's a struggle. But I'm really begging my fellow Granadians, let us open our eyes. We have come too far to turn around. We cannot depend on starting over. Oh, I will spoil it. Anything will start over. We shouldn't be doing things intentional, not in a good way, but being intentional in a negative way, knowing that it's not okay for you to do it. We shouldn't do that. We have come too far. We are invested so much in this organization. There's a need for every one of us to stand up to what is right and don't make a decision based on individual. And I'm really begging y'all, let us all go to Kentucky and do the right thing for this organization. Nigeria Association, we can do better. We can do more if we all come together as one body, as one people. Please open your eyes to know people and to know what is going on. If God is showing us things, we should not overlook them. Let us open our eyes and follow through. If God gives you a warning, you overlook it, that where your downfall will come from. Because I don't care what you do, you have to do it right. So when things are being brought to us, when people are showing themselves who they are, we should not overlook these things then. Let's take them very serious because at the end of the day, we'll have to come back to that same table tomorrow to be discussing, oh, this and that, this and that. So I really begging y'all, please, either I donate to anybody, forgive her, she's a human being, and get to know her, and just do what is right. And I pray that God himself intervene in this community to kind of reduce the hate, because the hate is just too much, and God cannot function among us like this. The Prince.
Yeah.
Yeah, please, I beg you, like, I want to say something, because I had a dream. Let me speaking about this. I just want to explain. I know, just give the dream that I had a long time ago. I don't want to hold it, because like what happened now, what I saw in my sleep is exactly what happened, and what is happening.
Tell us your dream.
Yeah, I remember a few years ago, I had a dream. Like, like, I don't think the community was very toxic, like going to bed, praying for the Grand Judah community. Then this day, I went to bed, like we were somewhere. I don't know, almost like convention. Then we saw the water just coming. It just, everywhere we went, the water, it's like ground just open, the water just from under the ground. And everywhere we went, we were trying to escape in my sleep. Every house we went in, the water would come and break every window, every door, everything. We were running from one end to another end in my sleep, crying, oh, Father God, Father God, Father God. We started calling God, and there was nowhere to hide. And then all of a sudden, it went calm. And then that voice just came. He said, they said the voice was like, you're the Grand Genius. He said, I love you, but you ain't love yourselves. And the voice said, if you ain't take time, the enemies will come back. And when they come back, this time around, I will not be with you anymore. And the same rock he used in the wilderness, so for Moses to read the 10 commandments, and I seen right there, they were Grandians, all in capital letters, Grandians. So I got up and sleep, and I said, wow. So I said, let me call. I called Mr. Collins. I said, Mr. Collins, I said, I had a dream last night, a vision. I said, but it's serious. With everything I go in the community, I said, it's concerning, because the law, if you go to church as a Christian, you say he reveals to redeem. Before anything happen in the physical, it goes on in the spiritual. And then when the Lord when the Lord show it to you, then he wants you to pray about it. You got to change certain things before, if you don't do it, it will come to pass. So my thing is that the way things are going, I'm begging Grandians. We know how far we have come. The war, during the war, everything. We know how things were in Liberia during the war. And God, only by God's grace, we are here today. God love we the crown people. But we shouldn't do ourselves like the Israelis. We should not go that far like the children of Israel. They were very rebellious, and everything, it kept them into captivity for 40 years. It kept them, they suffer and suffer and suffer and suffer. And the thing about God, until you can do it right, it will not be done. When he wants something to be done right, you gotta do it right. You cannot buck up. You cannot bypass channel. It will not happen. Now, why he word never go back to him unfulfilled. Whatever he said he would do it. We need to stop the hate. We need to pray in the community for the hate. It needs to stop. We need to put everybody to shame. Anybody who will call your phone and be naked day in and day out, you need to shut that person down and know that they don't mean well. We need to make progress. We can't bring calamity on ourselves. We shouldn't do that. So me are begging us, for the sake of God, God love with the Grandians, but we don't want to fall in the hands of an angry God. We don't want to do that. Me and I have to say tonight, and I pray that God touch everybody's hearts, for every one of us to ease down the hate and the bitterness, and try to be a people with good heart who will love one another. Try to know your friend and love your friend. Then hating people, lies and things around is not okay. Let us try and be truthful people in the community, and we can do that. I pray for the best for Grand Gate Association, and I wish everybody the best. Y'all, thank you for listening on tonight. Y'all, thank you for turning in and listening to now. Begging y'all, let us try and do it. What is right for the community. God bless everybody. Praying the word. Thank you very much. My siblings, I love y'all. God bless y'all. I'm about to sleep. I tell you.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. All right. Thank you, Prince. Thanks for giving us the platform to speak to our people about our sister. And nothing much I can say. We said it all tonight. The Edith you know, that's the Edith you got. She is very consistent, and she doesn't change, and she doesn't back down to anybody. While it is true that she's a female, she does have a man heart. And she's a very oriented, family-oriented person. As we were brought up, among us, our parents taught us to be respectful in every way.
Mm-hmm.
Regardless of what people think of you, what people say about you, you always try to be respectful because your character will take you a long way. And our sister have displayed that. People have said negative things about this woman over and over and over again, but she's still the same Edith, never change. It hurtful. As siblings, like you just said, it's hurtful for us to even want, the video you wanted to play to us here. We don't want to listen to somebody trying to disparage our sister. No. Because it seems that person doesn't know our sister. And second of all, I'm not going to come here and bash Otavia Gamer. For what? What good would it do me? And this is a community. After this election, we will still come back together. After the election, we want everybody to still come back together and laugh and merry. But you call people names, you insult them, you lie on them, and then when everything is done, you still want it, and then you expect people to be open to you. The good thing is, my sister, she's just different. We just different. We build different. So I want people to take this. Edith is a true leader. And you experiencing it for all, we live with it. We live with it every day. And I asked this question earlier, Prince. When the last time you hear Edith and somebody have a misunderstanding and have an argument in this community? When the last time you ever heard about that? Despite everything that people have said about this woman, nothing. So her focus is the community. Like my sisters and brothers said, if you go into the voting booth on the 11th of May, think about the community. Don't think about Edith. Because her achievement should be the reason why you're voting her in. Some of us haven't seen Edith. If I say some of us, I mean those people, our other Grangians out there. They have only heard about her. They have not gone to her house. They have not sat with her. They only hear about her from what people say about her. So if you're going to go to the poll on the 11th of May, that decision you're going to make should be based on the achievement of Edith administration, not her personal character. Because her result is what counts. Her output as a community leader, that's what counts. And I want people to base that decision on that. Not these lies and smears, these people trying to present to them. So my plea to all of you, put Grangida first. Put your feeling behind. Elect the leader that is trustworthy, a leader that is resolveful, like my brother said, a leader that is progressive in her agenda. Who wants to see the organization grow to an organization that hasn't been seen in our African community, let alone the Liberian community. So I want us to think better. Let's think big. In Liberia, there's a competition. Liberia is rapidly growing, and education is something that is competitive now in the country. We want Grangians and Grangians to be at that level where we can compete with our fellow Liberians, academically, intellectually, and progressively. And I think Edith is getting up to that point. And I want you guys to look at it from that angle. I'm speaking to that. I know people think that, oh, that's your sister. Yes, she is. but I know she's a true leader, and she is resourceful. And with that, Prince, I say thank you tonight again for giving us this platform to speaking to our people. And on the last note, I would like to pay for another airtime where we can come back and discuss some of those disparaging statements that was made about our sister, if you give us the time. So with that, my fellow Grangians, thank you for listening to us, and have a blessed night, and long live Granger Association and Granger County.
I put myself on mute. Yeah, Mr. Wright, we are here anytime you get text and call, and we can set up another show for you and your siblings to come here. But you know, we have to be moderate in this responding to those things, and because of our community, you've been former president, you know what those things can inflame a lot of stuff. It can bring a lot of stuff among Boo Unit. You know, on live, Mr. Boo.
Yeah.
You've listened to Renzi, right? The former president?
Yeah. I mean, he did very well tonight. I really enjoyed the family that came in full force, at least to explain, about the character and also the good deeds.
Yeah.
Of Edith Poor. I think they did a tremendous job. Yeah. A clap to all the
rights.
Yeah, all the rights. Yeah. Yeah, thank you very much, my man. And I hope that, as you said you'll book another time to come up and help out Edith. I mean, she did well for you, both of us, when we did the election in Cleveland.
Edith took part in that election?
No, she didn't take part.
She was not a candidate?
No, she wasn't.
No, candidate.
She was like an advisor to us through the whole process. She was she was keeping our feet to the fire. She was making sure she was doing
I thought she was a candidate.
No,
she did a lot of work to save the union at that time.
24/7, that woman was there helping out everything. Make sure that the convention went well. We got the building. We almost missed that building.
Yeah,
because of Edith, we got the building in Cleveland, Ohio, and the convention went on very well.
I can remember the people said our checks, the check we issued them bounced, and Edith, I think Edith booked into my hotel. My man, we need to do something. We need to do something now. And Edith was on our back to make sure things happen. That's how progressive the lady is.
Can you see that comment?
Yeah.
What the guy said to you? What the guy said to Yune? I want to read it for Mr.
Eric, is it Mr. Yune?
Eric Joey, he said, Mr. Yune, when the community is waiting your endorsements. So, the man I want you to be, to be on the sideline, neutral. The man want you to take side.
I mean,
now what we're doing in Kentucky here, you take side.
Listen, the election is crucial, young lady. The election is
that he did very well for us. Ramsey and myself, when Ramsey was president.
Are you endorsing Edith tonight, Mr. Yune?
Give me a chance. Let me express myself. Give me a chance, okay? Edith did very well, and the convention went well. Imagine the system that we installed, and Ramsey was instrumental to install. At the end of the day, we don't even know whether that monetary.
I say that around, but Mr. Boo, we're not going back to 2017. That 2017, Mr. Yune. Right now, tonight, Grangians are listening to Mr. Boo Yune from out of Florida. We want to know, who are you endorsing, Gilmore or Edith?
We'll talk that one later.
Oh, look at that.
I just trying to
listen. The man will come on the show. You will bring as a panelist.
I'm trying to acknowledge the good deeds of the woman who really have passion for this community.
Exactly.
Passion, and we have to say it. You see that when somebody do good, say it. When the person is alive, give them their flowers.
That's true.
Yeah.
From our sister DX, she said, Boo, hurry up and endorse team post. Save the union, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you guys for Aki and Ramsey.
Yeah, but Boo,
hold you guys up. I mean, congratulations for what you guys.
Boo, I will try to bring Boo. Boo, I will try to schedule a show.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Thank you.
You know who Boo, you're not going to indulge around here. That's our Boo. Boo, are you from Soto Town or you from which town are you from?
You want to up tonight? You know my
My man, well, you ever say born in your town?
I'm from Soto Town.
I thought you were going to go from C. But anyway, Mr. Boo, we are here. I was more from France, so I thought you were more from the same place. But Mr. Boo, Mr. Yune, we are here. We'll bring you on here. Yeah, we'll try to bring you on Tuesday so we can have a conversation with you. Thank you very much.
Yeah, please.
That's the voice. That was the voice of Boo Yune right there. He talks about. And I thought Edith was on the ballot though. 2017. She did a lot of good work.
No, she was. Listen, Edith worked.
The hall was behind the scene.
Edith was behind.
Who, me? No, I'm sleeping. I just have my phone down.
2017.
No.
2017. Edith was instrumental. She was behind the scene. She was making sure all the buttons, the red button were pressed, and red decisions were made. But she didn't. Today, if we don't tell you, you will not know. That's the kind of person she is. She's not the kind of person who shows up, but she mean well for the community. So she will always make herself available.
I thought Edith was on the. I forgot. I thought she was on the ballot. I thought she was because she did a lot of jobs. She made sure that the hall. She was with y'all to pay for the hall to pass her around. I heard she did a lot in 2017, Cleveland, Ohio. Yeah, and they almost took the hall, and she was there, and then we got to go. We went there and had election. Brought Mr. James Ibote to office. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for watching the Print Double Show. Madam Vivian, Mr. Wright, Mr. Archie Wright, Mr. Renzi Wright. I'm here anytime, Mr. Wright. You call me. We're gonna bring you on here to discuss the issue campaign for your candidate. That's your right. That's your constitutional right under the GGA Constitution to bring you on here, and it's our responsibility to bring you on here to talk to the people of Grand Jury for who you think will make the best candidate to lead our organization for the next 3 years. So, thank you very much. It's after 10 o'clock here.
Thank you, sir, for having us. It was wonderful.
All right, man. Thank you very much.
Good night, guys.
Good night, brothers. Good night.
Good night. So, ladies and gentlemen, that was the Wright family right in there. They came out here. They endorsed Madame Edith Poir. You heard one of them. But yes, they all complained. They all talked about running a clean campaign, so we can run a clean campaign so the organization and the community can be in one accord after the election. We don't want to split after the election. Another person goes so they can come. No, we don't want that. These people came out here tonight. They said it and they told us why they think that we should re-elect Madame Edith Poir. They did not insult anyone. They didn't talk down anyone. They were not condescending. They spoke to the issue, and that's it. They told us they strengthened Edith. The time they defined it, they told us. Those who didn't know what Taino meant, they told us tonight. The meaning of Taino. They did a lot of good job tonight. Renzi Wright, his brother Archie, his sister Vivian, the cousin of Piggy, and the brother-in-law Wright. They were all here tonight. I'll bring them on here maybe next week again so we can see, maybe Wednesday again so they can come out here and maybe continue the campaign. But gentlemen, that's what we're going to do here. And this is what our platform is for. If you come on our platform, you try to denigrate someone, we're trying to tell you to stop. We'll try to guide you through the process. That's what we're going to guide. We always guide people through the process. If you try to talk down, we guide you through the process. We have to respect Mr. Gilmore. Look, let me tell you guys who don't know Gilmore. We started this thing on the show with Gilmore. The mere fact that Gilmore can even say he want to lead his people, we must give the young man his flow to get that mind. I say, I want to be president for my people. I want to lead my people. How many of us can do that? I can't. Our president for this, the in my Kentucky chapter here, I know we're gonna you do the one. The people say you're not even do, but you still have to do what you got to do to make your community better. And the man want to take over the whole of Grand Unit organization. We're giving his flower and telling thanks for even thinking about doing it. A lot of big brothers around here, they don't want to do. They want to stay on the on the side. But Gilmore is doing it. So let us join together and give Gilmore his flower. And then Madame Poor also, or people making the case for her, that she needs another 3 years to run the affairs of the organization, to put the organization on track, that she has put in system in place for our money to be safe and our dignity, that togetherness. Her inaugural program was in Des Moines, Iowa. The president of the GGAD, Mr. Levi Kine, he was there in the hall that night. The women brought in the hall, singing all over the place, and he was giving the microphone to speak. That's what I want to see. Unity, peace, and then all for and transparency, our money. But let the campaign be clean, though. We don't want people going to court, oh, I will sue this person. No. What I say, if Eddie Yara was suing, is Mr. Triamakoni was suing, or Mr. Fred Gwen was suing. If Mr. Nyanu was suing people, but now our organization is messed up. I'd like to give it to Mr. Fred Gwen tonight. That's your brother, or put to the wall, and even when fresh, people who said things about him, when he see these people, he shake their hands and they speak and they eat together. His supporters, those who went with him, the supporters kind of like, what's wrong with this man? But that's the reality of it. I mean, I agree with what your policy is. It does not make us to be an enemy. We are friends, we are brothers. But what you're doing, I don't like it. You got to change it. And if you can just change it, you're gonna be a good president. I went behind Mr. Uwote here for certain things he did, and you have to. My next interview will be with Ann Rose, the former chairleader of the Grand Unit Association. I want to bring the former chairleader of the Grand Unit Association and the current chairleader of the Grand Unit Association, Madam Eta Kweja. I'll bring her on the show. I'll interview her. And I will interview Anne Marie. Is that her name? The former chairleader, I heard her call on the James Djibouti. These women have the legal right to back whoever they want to back. That's their constitutional right under the Constitution of the Grand Unit Association. Even the Constitution of the United States of America, I have the right to affiliate myself with any political party. So our sister Anne Marie, I saw she endorsed Mr. and Gilmore. That's her constitutional right. And I applaud her for that. I like that she's not high in the mirror. She took on herself and said, I'm going to support this man. I'm going to support this team. And we all know that the current or cheerleader, Madam Eta Ja, our beautiful Kuna, I always say our beautiful Kuna woman, Kuna woman is fine. Our Kuna B says she got her on her side. And that's all right. You can't go attack her because she has a right and she want to choose who she want to choose. No. That's a constitutional right. The Constitution of the Grand United States, you have the right to feed it with any side. You have the right to associate with any side. You have the right to attend any size meeting. I can go and attend either meeting. I hear what they say. I go and attend game one meeting. I hear what they say. I want to draw my conclusion. Neutral people will also have the right to be neutral. They have the right. So anyway, this is the Prince Double Show here. Tomorrow we're going to have Mr. James Iwote here with his crew here. They're going to be here. And Jerome Gawore going to be our next with James Iwote. And we want to do fundraiser for the football team. Our boys who went to play at the Library Capital and they won second place. We want to do a little appreciation for our boys. Cook some food, get some meat and get some cow meat and all that kind of stuff. What our boys will have great celebration in Israel, Grand Unit County. Let us do it, gentlemen. Let us do it. I'm going to bring that group here tomorrow. Then on Monday, I'm going to bring Idapoa group. Her whole campaign group going to come here. We're going to have the campaign chairman. We're going to have the chair lady. We're going to have all these people here who are what for Idipua. And again, Mr. Gilmore, the platform is open to you. Gilmore, you know how we did this thing. I brought Gilmore on a platform, Printer Show. I interviewed Gilmore 34, 24, 12. They were on a second until when Alfred Donors got missing, they thought I was not talking about it because I wanted the facts. My sister, Dinah, said, you're bringing a skinny boy here. But my sister, she had her right to think that I was not speaking of my brother, Alfred Donor. So she was angry at me. She has the right to be angry. So she went live and she called me to a point. Should I go and see my sister Dana and Papa? Oh, no, hell no, I can't do that. She's my sister. I can't do that. That's a right to disagree with what I was doing and why I'm not doing this. Since that time, 2021, I never asked Dana. I said, Dana, why you said this? She didn't even say any kind of mean thing to me. But I was a right, though. Yeah. So, we want to bring the current chair lady here to talk to us. And we want to bring some of our sisters, some of our mothers here also. We're going to speak sister of our dialect, our crown dialect, to make the people to understand. If Gilmore can get me 9 crown women who want to speak dialect, they come from the TD section, the TD districts. They will come here on the show and talk about. They don't want to speak Bazon, Kunembo, Niabo, Gobo, Chien, Kane, Gobo. And all that. They'll come and speak it here. Either girl on a group. We have a show for just speaking to our dialect. Confuse Facebook, confuse Mark Zuckerberg. And the people telling people who to vote for. It will be better for our organization. Our old man who cannot understand the English, they will understand it. All be involved. So Gilmore need to go to his camp and find 9 people and give me 9 women. I only want women. Either need to go and find 9 women and give me 9 women. I bring them on the show. They tell me why they think either want to be president. And give them on the group telling why give them want to be president. And they just speaking in English and our dialect. For them before I start bringing the men. So Gilmore and Idipua, the tax is on you. You go and find people to come here and talk to me. Ladies and gentlemen, I gotta go sleep. I gotta sleep. I'm gonna work tomorrow. I gotta get and go to church. But I gotta go sleep. I'm sleepy. I gotta go sleep. So I gotta play PG song here tonight. We all have to support our brother PG. He's a gospel musician. He sings all these gospel songs. He got his own studio. I need to work with him to open my own studio in Jaratan. I'll be the only crown man who studio in Jaratan. What they like it, I'll do it. Let me know. That's PG right there, PG. Hey, that's PG right there. Try to find the song on YouTube. It's on YouTube. It's called Apoio Sua Duo. PG on Facebook. Yeah, no, I say you know. I get on you trouble. That's PG right there doing his thing all the way. I'm gonna be talking, so I don't want him to copy this song here because we are strict on the copyright law. My sister Deputy Bachelor, Augustus Williams, my sister D and Kyra, Joey. Oh, he said Paul Niswasher. That's PK there, right there, ladies and gentlemen. That's how we're gonna do it tonight. I'm tired. I gotta go to bed. Oh, PK, I will play your song for some time next time on the show tomorrow. But forgive me, Mr. Momo Mubia.
I will give you praise for what you done in my life. I will give you praise for what you done in my life.
Hey, my sister Becky, thank you, praying for the show. Yeah, thank you, Mr. Brother, for the show. That's Augustus Williams, and it got there, my sister Deputy Bagro says, this is very peaceful tonight. And thanks, Mr. Prince. Oh, yes, Sister Deputy. God bless you also. God bless you, God bless you, God bless you. And that's how we're going to do it tonight, ladies and gentlemen. That was the voice of P. Gay, one of the greatest gospel crime musician. He's somewhere around the neighborhood.